All right. What's up, guys?
Hey, John, Tim.
What's up, Augustine? What's up, Tim, Mr. Bosk's Bounty?
Hi.
Hope you're doing well. I know you're burning the midnight oil, literally.
Yeah. It's 2 minutes past midnight here.
Yeah, I know you've had a long day, my friend. So thank you for joining us.
No
It means
worries.
a lot. You are our special guest. Mr. Yakface might join us at some point. I'm going to ping him in a couple seconds.
Awesome.
To see if he's around. I know he's traveling. So if he can escape at some point, he's going to join us. But thanks again for coming on for a little bit.
Yeah, no worries.
As everyone starts to shuffle in here, I'll just say, we got Tim from Bosk's Bounty with us, and he's going to join us for the first 20 to 30 minutes to talk about his take on PulseCon today and what he's most looking forward to, maybe not looking forward to, all that good stuff. So let's say hello to the people starting to shuffle in here. And of course, we have Augustine, our friend.
John, thank you.
From Instagram and the Facebook group. So thank you for joining us. Lovely t-shirt.
Thank you. It was a limited run.
Some folks have asked us to make more shirts, and I've looked into it, and I had a couple places be like, yeah, I can't make that for you because of the Star Wars name. Not even realizing it's Hasbro, but we'll get a few more out there. We'll get it figured out. Maybe we'll get Corey on it again.
Limited run, just like the figures, eh?
All right. So we got, hey, what's up, Star Killer? Utah Don. So Utah Don has a lovely giveaway for us tonight, a custom that he made that he is calling the Mystery Mandalorian Lady. We're going to look at that a little later. He's got it posted on his IG, but he did a really cool, I believe, kit bash with the Mando helmet and Cosca Reeves or Bo-Katan and some awesome paint apps to really set her apart. So thanks, Don. We're gonna choose some comments that we enjoy. That's how it's gonna work tonight, guys. We got like 12 giveaways, TVC figures, and based on your commentary and your questions to us, if they are worthy, we will reward you figures like these. We got Axe Woves.
Oh,
Darth Vader Dark Times. What else we got in this palette? we got some Republic Troopers. All sorts of good stuff, guys. We got a little Tebow action. We got some some of our come on, camera. Furry friends. Rebel Base Trooper. My camera's going crazy. It's like, where's your face? Where's your face? All sorts of good stuff. Fennec Shand. So, again,
nice
kind of
selection.
Shooting from the hip here, but your commentary, your conversation with us, your questions asked, if they are worthy, we will throw you a figure. Okay. And just some requirements. If you're eligible, we appreciate a U.S. address. I know a lot of international people have U.S. addresses, so kind of helps with the shipping. It's kind of pointless sometimes to ship a $12, $13 figure for $20+. All right. Say hello to a few more people here. Sergio, Jeff, and if any of these people are some of the people that you also converse with, Tim, let us know.
Yeah, there's a lot of familiar names, Jeff and Chet.
Awesome.
And TVC Mackham, yeah.
Caps.
All supporters of the channel. Thank you, guys.
Nice. Delvian, Nick. Oh, we got Jonathan on. What's up, Jonathan? Achilles Music. I like that name. Yasu. Brett on Fett, right? That's one of your guys there. Yep.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
He's a good guy, Brett.
Yep. Chet's not too far away from me. What's up, buddy?
All the Force, Tim, you're everywhere today. I saw him today at Echo Live. We're having a good chat.
Oh, nice. Who's this?
Phil the Force. He's just
nice.
one of the most good bloke, good guy. We had a good chat today.
Yeah, man. Tim's been all over the place today. So big troop. You went to Echo Base Live.
Yeah. So there's a Facebook group called Echo Live, which basically it's a sales group for vintage Star Wars, and they've got a modern group as well. And it's just wall to wall of Star Wars stuff for sale, like all these people selling their stuff. It's great.
Awesome. How often do they do that? Every few months? Every couple months?
It's every 6 months. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I actually picked up one of the things I picked up today was a Attack of the Clones battle droid on card, but it was like a knackered card, like really damaged and everything. But it's 15 quid. And like, I'm well happy with that because I want one of those loose for the Death Watch Mando scene. So.
Oh yeah.
When they come down, So with the fighting what did I say it was? Yeah, Super Battle Droid.
Battle Droid. Yeah.
Super Battle Droid. Yeah. £15. I thought that was all right. I mean, the card's knackered, but thought that was good.
Yeah. It's good for some diorama building, especially if it's back in some modern media here. Cool. Oh yeah, we got Chad Peak Obi-Wan Customs. What's up, my friend? I'm not sure if I showed some of these, but TVC Mackin, OV Band Kenobi. Oh, we got Mark
Moore.
Mark Maury, what's up? Okay, so Mark is in Florida. I know things get
I
too
bought
bad for
something
him.
from him once. Best packaging ever.
Yeah, Mark has an amazing Star Wars collection. So good roundabout guy. Just all well-rounded. So we appreciate you being on. Glad everything's okay with you and your family, my friend. GWL Creations, hello. Zero Hunter Toys. Oh, is that another comment, or am I double up in here?
Nah, it's another one. That's another one.
Yes.
I met some really good people today. It's good.
Nice. Oh, nice. This is okay. So Achilles Music. So this is Rob. Rob is actually local to me. So Rob's not far away, a couple towns south. Met up. He actually helped me get a couple axe wove. So I appreciate that. You're helping towards things here. And then we got Ben. Ben Munt is not too far from me as well.
He gave me this, man.
Yes.
That's cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Ben. I love this, man.
Yeah, so Crazy Small World. So really quick story. Ben, actually, one of my good buddies I went to high school with, I wrestled with, wrestled on the high school wrestling team, of course, I'd say.
Not mud wrestling then.
Used to wrestle around with in the mud. His wife, basically her brother works for Ben or knows Ben well, so it was like worlds colliding. All these people and they know somebody else that you met in the Facebook group. It's just a crazy small world we live in, and Ben's a pretty decent graphic designer as well, which is very interesting that I learned recently. And he donated I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, Ben, a dismantled IG-88 in carbonite. For our a giveaway in the Facebook group.
Oh, nice.
So some really cool stuff. I'd like to get something from him as well pretty soon. So that's awesome. All right, and we got Gary Moore, of course.
Gary is a good bloke.
That's right.
One of the nicest guys in the community. Gary is.
Collector 1970.
As is Michael. Collector 1970.
Nice. Pragmatic. Oh, here we go. I'm wondering if he's wearing his beautiful blazer there. Mr. Adewell, hello, good sir. Middle-aged Kiwi man. Kia ora, everyone. Sorry I'm late. All right. All sorts of great people here. So hello, everyone. If we missed you, sorry about that. Let's jump into PulseCon. I'm wondering what I have. Of course, I'm all over the place trying to post stuff to the Facebook page, trying to order stuff. Where could I go to show some of this stuff? I was thinking just Jason's Instagram, somewhere easy and quick.
that'll be a good place, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me, while I'm getting into it, let's get our first impressions. Tim, how do you feel, man?
Well, I said on a video a couple of weeks ago now that I was worried that we're not going to get a lot of reveals based on what PulseCon was like last year.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned to you, like, we just we didn't really get much in the grand scheme of things really last year.
Yeah.
And so it proved today. And like I think the main thing that's annoyed me tonight is, and it's weird because I already knew these Andor figures were coming. We saw them on the back of those cards, right?
Right. Augustine. His pictures.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And it's the why make that Andor? And is it Vel? Is it the other character?
Vel, yeah.
What if why not make Andor from episode 4 so it actually goes with Vel? I don't really understand. Like, we've got two characters just sitting there and they just don't interact with each other in those outfits.
Yeah.
And it's that same old thing again, isn't it? Of like, how long do we need to wait to get the figures that we want? And then you look at the Black Series, and I don't want to sort of like, if there's any Black Series people watching, but it's a killer, man. It's a killer, man, because they got 10. I think they've had 10 from that show revealed already. Okay, some of them are like troopers, like Kit Bashed or whatever, But essentially, the one that really killed me today was Luthen. Like, he is such a cool character in the show.
Yeah.
And if you had brought out the Andor from episode 4 with that Vel, with Luthen in his green thing, you've got 3 characters that go all together, one scene, and you'd be reasonably happy, I guess. But it just seems it's so disjointed. I don't really get it, and that's the main thing that annoyed me today. I kind of knew that we wouldn't really get a lot. The best thing for me was Hunter. Like, that looks great.
Yeah,
newly tall figure looks good.
Yeah, he was interesting. I mentioned
it's interesting the way they did it, wasn't it? Like,
he's a bit
in the middle of this bit where everyone's like, "Oh my god, just get on with it," and then they just like pull a rabbit out of the hat. It's like,
I thought they were like on Black Series, and then all of a sudden it like switched over to him.
Yes,
right, and it was like, wait a minute, what's the actor's name again? Who does all the voices?
Dean.
Yeah,
Dean Billy something.
And he was like, it's such a small figure. And I was like, oh, wait, that is 375 he's holding. Like, they switched over again. But man, this is really interesting. He's got a very animated kind of style, right? He's got this kind of simplistic, very sharp, sculpted kind of lines to him that kind of speak to animation. And I thought they were kind of doing a more realistic approach to these guys. So I don't know if you guys see that, but
I do know what you mean. But I think it's not it's not like a skinny,
right?
Like those skinny
it's
ones.
Not a skinny version,
no.
Yeah. So yeah. Again, a figure we knew was pipelined. Nice to see these pipelined figures actually come to real form. But shouldn't we have seen a few of the at least a bunch of the other pipelined figures shown, right? Because they showed us what's his name, the big Mandalorian, didn't they pipeline him?
Paz Vizsla,
Paz Vizsla. Who else did they pipeline? I'm trying to remember a while back.
Piet, the phase 2 clone.
Phase 2 clone Piet and Han Solo were all from San Diego Comic-Con, correct? So those were kind of early, but I'm referring to, I think it was Starkiller, Paz Vizsla. There was a couple more. Maybe Luke was with them, and we've already seen.
I think Hunter was one of them.
Okay, and Hunter was one of them. So maybe they've shown
Hunter was one of them. Yeah,
they've shown those, but it would have been nice to see maybe Paz Vizsla as well. But yeah, it felt underwhelming from a sense that we had known, like you're saying, we knew about the leaked Andor figures, which we should have known about already, and right, because they had already released Andor or announced Andor as part of the Andor Wednesdays for the Black Series, right? So they had already gotten all that stuff. Yeah, like you're saying, like now they got like 10 figures, and we get the 2 that were kind of basically leaked at San Diego Comic-Con. We get to see Hunter, and then we get the modal nodes, right?
That's another thing to discuss.
Yeah. So
not a nice move. If you ask me, that was not a nice move. I mean, I'm glad that we are getting the 7 figures at once, but if you think that they release figuring done with 3 instruments, and that if you think that most of the trooper builder packs or whatever they are called are made of 4 figures, I thought that we were going to get a 4-pack with the missing guys and the missing instruments. And now I have
great point.
Extra figures of figuring dance and extra instruments. I don't know. I mean, it's good to have them, but I don't know. Sounds weird.
Because there's 8 band members, right? Isn't there? There's 7 standing there, and then there's 1 sitting down. So with figuring down, they're giving you the 8, I guess. But yeah, there's 5 different instruments? Is there? I think maybe.
So
I don't know. It's it's not really for me, that set. I think I'm happy with figuring down, to be honest. People that have got like a big diorama of like a cantina or something are going to probably be really happy with that, because they can just in one hit just complete the modal nodes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. They usually do them in 4s, don't they? So it's
exactly.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that, Augustine. Like what? Oh, I just saw it right there. Yeah, like put 4 of them in there and all the extra instruments, and well, I don't know. I guess they're looking at it, right? Like if you're thinking too, right? People already bought a few of the individual.
Exactly. We already army built this character.
Yeah, $90, 90 American dollars, right? Yeah.
Is it 90?
Wow. And also there is nothing different about. I know they all look exactly the same, so it's a bit of a ridiculous thing to say, but like even the one that he's playing the drums there, he's got his mouth open like he's going to play a flute. So I know it's just a small thing, but it's like,
it
looks a bit weird, doesn't it?
Yeah,
he looks like a I don't know, a blow-up doll or something.
It looks like
they could have gone with a different head. They did in other packs.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Did they do that in the Black Series, Augustine?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because they had the single packed one and then the deluxe, didn't they?
Yeah, and that one.
So you've got to get like 7 of the single pack and then 1 deluxe, and that gives you all the other instruments.
That's it.
That would have been another way of doing it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Was the deluxe one on Hasbro Pulse?
The Black Series one, yes, it was a Hasbro Pulse and Shop Disney exclusive in the US.
Okay. What can I look
I think
up?
they might have even named him
Nalan
differently as well.
is the name. Nalan.
Yeah, they named him. So maybe he has got a different head. Maybe he hasn't got the.
He just doesn't have like the shading or something, I think. His mouth's open, but it looks like different.
Right.
Different shading, maybe.
I'm being super picky there, man. They all look the same, So.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I'm just.
Now we need a cantina a modern version of the cantina.
It's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same figure here too, but it's like the paint apps aren't as pronounced on him to see that the hole. You can't see the balloon knot as balloon knotty. Yeah, good points, man. That's a very good point. $90. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I was hoping for something, like 50, $60, at least because they have to make all the extra instruments. I don't know. So,
Yeah.
and then we got, what else? We got a bunch of pipelines. I don't think Jason has those here, but we have them.
Yeah, we have the Vader from episode 6.
Yeah.
And then Jack Face. That was a surprise.
Yeah.
I wasn't
What are they
expecting.
doing? What are they doing there?
I
You
don't.
can still buy that here. You can still buy it on Star Action Figures. I think even like a lot of the retailers, you can still buy that wave.
Oh,
So you can still, it's got
Really?
Leia. Yeah, it's got
Leia Bouche.
the Klaatu.
Yep, Klaatu,
Yeah.
Leia Bouche, the Range Trooper, the
Yeah.
Scarif Trooper.
Yeah, you can
the
still
Short
buy
Trooper. Yeah, and
it. In fact, they were selling them like for a case of 8 half price, like £50 or something.
That's
So
wild. That's the case that never made it to retail here because of wave 1.
correct.
And they showed up at Ollie's, which
Yeah.
it's just sad. I'm sure some people will be happy because they'll be able to buy a Yak Face or Klaatu.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh wait, no, Klaatu's not coming. Just a Yak Face on the pegs. But well, yeah. Let's
I can understand the other ones because the other ones are tough to get. Like they are expensive on the secondary market. Weequay, Kithaba, or Kithaba as you guys say it.
Yeah.
Woof is Woof, by the way, is a great figure.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah. Weequay was part of the poll they did, right? Because we were
the fan choice thing there. Yeah.
So basically, that one turns. I mean, I believe we discussed this already. That was a poll to identify which figure not to make, other than which figure to make.
Yeah.
And the loser seems to be the tank driver. That's the only one.
We've had two of the losers, haven't we? We got Ahsoka and now Weequay.
Exactly. But basically, I believe there were 4, like Starkiller, Weequay.
There was a tank driver.
The tank driver is the one missing. Then the trooper and Ahsoka. So they released or they announced all of them, but the tank driver.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, this was a great one though. You're right. Woof is a lot of people.
I was surprised with that one.
Yeah, right.
Me too. Yeah.
Both him and Yak Face can't be cheap. I mean, those soft goods and how they integrate them. And I really hope they paint Woof's accessories like they did in the past, because he was part of a few of those figures that before they got cheap towards the end of the line and stopped painting figure. Like even Weequay, he comes with just like a plain black skiff blaster there. What's it, DL-18 or whatever it's called. But this guy too has just got like a gray accessories. But yeah, people are, I know a lot of people are happy. I think we had a few people upset that every expensive figure gets
well, you've got two camps, haven't you? You've got the people that want to, they're worried about the the value of their figure, because at the end of the day, it might not be the resale value, but it's the fact that person may have gone out and spent $100 on a Nikto, to get it in their collection. Now, for me, luckily that was one of the early ones that I got, and he didn't cost me a lot of money, but I don't have him loose. I did open another one, but my son managed to rob that one from me. So I'm actually pleased that Nikto's coming out, because I want that one for my barge. The others not so much, because I have them carded and loose already. But Nikto definitely is really pleased with that one.
I'll be honest. A lot of us love these skiff guards, right? And these Jabba goons. I'm going to be buying a case of each one of these, a solid case, because I know I probably will anyways, but because there's an endless world of customizing that you can do. And if you're into it, making more characters, to fit in your dioramas or sets. So there's some awesome people out there like Utah Don, Justin Cook, Chris Hermanson, all these people, Chad Peak, that do all sorts of really cool kit bashes and customs of this stuff and paint them just to fit right in, and possibly even make some from the Mandalorian that never will never see the light of day, right?
Yeah.
So, and then we, of course, and I'm sure he'll come with his reddish bandana, and I hope there's an opportunity here. And this is kind of a little nitpick. Make it that dirty red raggy color instead of just this like straight primary red kind of maroon color. Put some nice paint wash on that. And there's just such an opportunity here, right? If they're dusting off this tooling, get us Barada.
Get us Barada.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. I saw a comment here. Yeah, get us Barada.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Let's look at a couple of these really quick. Oh man, I've missed a lot of comments.
Braddock saying he's curious what the remaining figure of the Cal Kestis wave is. So it's the artillery trooper from the Mandalorian. And I think that figure's going to be a bit like, was it Echo that just never got revealed? It's just like, that is a figure in the wave. So maybe the artillery trooper is going to be that figure that just never gets revealed. And when you buy the wave, there he is. Sort of thing.
Yeah, I think at one of the Pulse Cons, maybe the first one, Vicky was like, and we're releasing Echo.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. Glad I didn't, blink for that 2 seconds to hear that. I'm really hoping to see Barada and maybe Velkin and Tam for the 40th. Whew, that would be amazing. And of course, like during this whole pipeline, and I'm seeing all these figures, I know a bunch of us were really hoping for an all new Skiff guard to just be pipelined. Like Velkin or
Velkin.
Guys, man,
Velkin's the
and
one.
maybe this is a sign that he's coming.
What's that?
Maybe this is a sign that
yeah.
I mean, they want people to have all the rest, and then they'll give us the
and that was a bit of this torture, right? You had what, 5? And again, I'm not complaining with hold on. There was, what do we have here? We had
4, I believe, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Okay. 5 repacks, which again, they're TVC 1.0. Well, 4 of them are 1.0. It's just, give us a new one in there. Just one sprinkled in, please.
Well, they did pipeline the Tusken Warrior.
Oh, right. Yeah. What do you guys think about that one? We'll go back to Darth Vader there in a second.
Looks good, but again, I mean, I'm not complaining because he does look good. But if you're going to release one, at least give us a hint that the rest of those guys are coming. Because if you are going to get one, that makes little to no sense.
Yeah, the Black Series got the Chieftain pipeline.
Yeah.
So,
well, they're going to announce her that for the Black Series at the next reveal. I've
got to say though, out of all of the Book of Boba Fett characters, that is one that I definitely wanted. When we were first watching the show. Yeah. Since then, I'm not overly bothered about the Book of Boba Fett necessarily.
I'd love.
But that will be a good figure.
Yeah, I feel like there's a few more, right? There's Chrysanthemum and Cad Bane, and Black Series got Cad Bane announced. Obviously, they have some updated tooling for Cad Bane to use, right? With probably some slight modifications for him. But
we haven't seen a Cad Bane for what, 10 years? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so, since the animated Clone Wars line. But yeah, that was when you think I thought some of this stuff was over, and then they announced a couple more pipelines, which was which was nice. But man, it was like all we saw were the 2 Andor figures. Did they even show physically on the set, the rescue set in the beginning?
I
Did
think
they
so.
actually show it? Okay.
Yeah.
I forget if they had it on the screen or they actually showed it. So they showed the rescue set, they showed the Andor figures, and then they showed the modal nodes. And it's like, show us some more new figures. So
I think it doesn't do themselves any favors with these live streams because the comments are just full of people saying repacks, reissues, because it's true. It's like I think they should save the reissue things, not make a big deal out of them necessarily. It's like boasting about these reissues when really that should just be like a side thing. You know, you should be hyping up your new stuff. And I think we know that Vader's not going to be a complete new tool, but
I just hope
it's going to be good.
I hope we don't get a VCO8 head again. You know, it's gotta.
I don't think so.
It's got to be all new, proportionately accurate. Yeah.
They can reuse the body for the latest Vader. They just need to change the gloves, so they can spend money on a new head.
And then what's that's probably going to be the film out right there, right? I mean,
hopefully, yeah, it'd be a good card.
I know Mr. Swansky, our good friend Chris, is going to be very excited for this. This was one of his favorite Power of the Force 2 figures. One of my favorites as well. I think from towards the end of that line when they were really starting to get really the sculpting detail and everything was really, really coming along there. So shout out Tuna. Happy you're getting him. That's gonna be cool. And I hope they use that 40th Return of the Jedi logo on some of these cards. Call me, some people were saying that's kind of more of the Black Series look, but I loved that logo, and I Return of the Jedi 40th logo. So it'd be nice to have that on there. I just hope it doesn't interfere with any part of the card.
It's better than the 50th anniversary logo, isn't it? It's quite nicely done.
Yeah, definitely. And then I don't know if I have the bunker. Oh, go away. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
So we're getting a bunker. I think we got one when back in the Power of the Force.
It's Power of the Force.
Power of the Force 2 line. Someone help us out in the comments. I never had that play set. I think it was part cardboard.
I think the main bunker part is plastic.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was more of just like a wall, right?
Yeah, it's like a facade.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
I have it inbox somewhere around.
So yeah, I'm trying to think. Was there anything else revealed that we might be missing?
I'm glad we are getting the bunker, but I was kind of confused because why? They announced a lot of skiff cards. Okay, everything is episode 6, but a lot of skiff cards and then the bunker. I was expecting more cohesion, like announce, I don't know, the Sarlacc pit, because you're announcing the skiff guards, or announce something related to the bunker, but it's kind of disconnected.
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna what they usually come with a figure, don't they? Yeah. So
usually yes.
What are we thinking? What's it gonna come with?
Maybe one of the Imperials that work inside the bunker.
Yeah, it could be an Imperial. I'm trying to think of some of. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. I'm trying to. Obviously, Han and Leia were trying to open it. Chewie comes in with an AT-ST walker and shoots it, blasts it open, right?
Correct.
I'm trying to remember the end. Yeah, let me see here what people.
Rebel Commando, Utah Dawn. Yeah, but Rebel Commando should release a 4-pack, right?
Yeah.
That
The
would be
Imperial
amazing.
officer, they could use the Piet sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
exactly.
black one
Body
of him.
And that's why you think maybe some of these figures are coming out, right? Because they have so much reuse.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, someone here. Hold on a sec. Oh, 35 minutes in. How many giveaways do I have? Yeah, well, yeah, that's a good point, Don. Let's give something away here. All right, I'm gonna ask a question here while Tim's still with us. I know, Tim, it's getting late for you. It is late. Guys in the chat, again, please answer this if you have a U.S. address. Can you name at least one of the Legacy Return of the Jedi figures that Tim has talked about would be a great repack into the line? I'll give you a hint. They come from the Legacy collection. So let us know what you think.
There's three. There's a clue. There's three Legacy Collection Return of the Jedi figures that could make a good.
Oh,
we have a winner.
We have a winner.
That's one of them.
I see a comment before that one on my screen.
Oh, okay. We'll give it to all three of them. All right.
Okay.
Oh, geez, you're in New Zealand. Get out of here.
I have a U.S. address.
I'll tell you what. Someday, Jason, when I send a package to you, we'll throw an extra in there. But I know we got Nick. We'll do Just Capster. If you guys are friends with me on Instagram at the Far Side of Endor or on the Facebook group, message me. Mark, you also got one right. Chet, I gotta write these down. We got a bunch of winners. We're just gonna do all these guys. And you know what, Mark, we're gonna award you, because I saw a comment earlier that was really good that we scrolled by. We're gonna award you Utah Don's custom Mandalorian. Oh yes, there he is. Let me go to.
And what you were saying about the painted accessories, this guy,
yes,
the blade is painted, like, it's just the quality of it's different,
Yes, that's what they did. Oh, look at that. He's got a great picture up right there of. Now Utah Don, I know you got. There she is. There's the mystery. Look at the paint. Look at the sunburst on the visor. What amazing
oh wow,
paint deco there, man. I love that. It's kind of like a cherry sunburst. So that's the giveaway. Mark Mori, I always say your name messed up. We're awarding that to you, my friend. Congrats. I'm just going to write this down really quick. So we got Mark, Utah.
Collins Collection. That's a good shout. Nick Sant with the bunker. That would be good.
Yeah.
We got. And what I'm going to do, guys, is after this chat, I'm going to go down in order and just show you guys what I'm offering, and you guys can cherry pick which one you want. So who did I say? I said Chet. I said Nick.
Nick Reddock.
Nick Reddock.
TVC Macken.
TVC.
And Just Capster, I think you said. They were the first four.
Oh yeah.
And then you've got Mark Moore if you want to be super generous for 5.
TVC.
That's what's coming up on my thing anyway. I do apologise if I've missed someone. Don't want to get in trouble.
I'm sorry. So Chet, Nick, TVC Mackin, and
Just Capster, he said Malakili.
Oh right. Where the hell is his name? Just Capstar. I got it. All right, that's 5 giveaways right there. Bam. So Utah Don, thanks again for that custom. She is a looker for sure.
Yeah, he's good.
Mystery Mando lady. So Tim, anything else, man? Anything else that's on your mind?
Not really. I just, I had a fear that this, you would think that PulseCon is like their thing. You would think that like there would be a lot of stuff, but I just had this feeling that we'd be underwhelmed, and that's what's happened. Unfortunately, I think they could have done. It just seems to be the good stuff was pipelined, and that was the actual reveals were just things we
you already knew about.
Yeah.
One thing I thought about really quick, Tim, while we still have you is I felt like the first year of PulseCon was huge, right? Because I believe they announced the Razor Crest HasLab, right? Three PulseCons ago.
Yeah.
San Diego Comic-Con did not happen because of COVID.
Yeah.
Right? And then last year's felt pretty big because I think there was a couple other HasLabs that happened, not just one HasLab that happened this year. I could be wrong there. They might have sprinkled them in.
Well, last year's one, they did the Rancor. That was the beginning of the Rancor.
Okay. They did the Rancor.
In terms of TVC, all we got was that reissue wave with Baby Anakin, which was like horrendous.
Oh, yeah.
We got to see the Navarro Cantina playset, which had already been pipelined. And we got the Mando with the spiders, and the Rebel Fleet Trooper 4-pack. But that was it. There was no sort of like mainline single carded figures and that revealed.
Yeah, I guess where I was going with that, right, is San Diego Comic-Con is they're adding conventions back in. They had Celebration, they had San Diego Comic-Con. There's not as much stuff, even though they are adding a lot more stuff from slightly more new tooled figures, a bunch of smart types of repaints, and obviously the reissues and repacks. But it just might be at a point where there's not as much to reveal. But this is their own convention, right? It's so maybe the play set was kind of the coup de grace for this one, but it was only a pipeline. So
yeah.
And before we let you go, quick question from Chet here. Do you guys think there's still time this year to announce a HasLab? I don't. I think PulseCon was it.
I think they've missed it now.
Yeah.
Because I know they said that playset, the Jabba's playset, was going to be fall 23, but I think they may mean that any orders from Europe, the new, because they've opened up Pulse to other European countries. I think if those guys order it, that's when they'll get it. But the initial pre-orders is still spring 23. I believe. I don't know. And that is not. They haven't taken our money for that yet.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So when that drops, you're going to have a bill for however much it was. I think it's too close to that now for them to take a load of money for a HasLab project. But I might be wrong, but I don't think
they changed that to fall.
Well, they said that's what they said in the thing, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, geez, I mean,
Team, it's also October 7th, the closing date to pre-order that in Europe.
Yeah. So
basically, they're giving people 1 week to come up with the money.
Yeah, basically, because they've only just launched Pulse in all these different countries that they mentioned, so they're just trying to get as many more orders from those guys that couldn't order it.
Yeah,
that's the other thing about the modal node set. It's a Pulse. All of those 4-packs, they're Pulse exclusives. It's just crazy. Why would you? I mean, there's reasons, obviously, which I probably don't understand, but why would you cut off, a large portion of the market? Australians, for example, can't buy them.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm buying a couple for a friend in New Zealand.
Yeah. It's just,
You know?
I find that bizarre. Like, you know, the whole point of an army builder is because people want multiples of the one figure. Yeah. And it's as bad as that Stormtrooper being a Walmart exclusive. Crazy.
That's crazy.
I'd like to think for that one, when the exclusivity window runs out,
Yeah.
it'll be picked up by fan channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and
You'd hope so, yeah.
all us Americans that ordered 25 of each figure and they're going to come damaged from Walmart, you'll be able to order them from Entertainment Earth or Big Bad Toy Store, or if we already ordered them from Star Action Figures. I mean, that's a great question right there for the brand team. Are you aware that a shitload of Americans, excuse my language, are going overseas to buy these Target and Walmart exclusives because they know they'll be handled better?
Yeah.
And they're willing to pay a little more for that.
And because you can get them. I mean, it's not a pre-order. I mean, or if it is, it's not gonna be canceled.
That's the other thing that happens too, is the cancellations. But this is what's crazy, right? Is we need Walmart and Target. They're big. They help us add extra without it taking it away from the budget. But yes, us Americans will fund it. And then they'll all come damaged, and then everybody else can get hopefully mint figures. I do know that Wayne has been pretty upset right over there getting damaged.
Yeah, straight out of the case damaged. Yeah.
Damaged, and that issue that we've had with that blister marking oval, that's a devastating cards for a bunch of carded collectors. I'm so sick of seeing it on figure card backs. But I think it's a good question for them. I don't think they're going to do anything about it though. But it's a shame. I would almost say this. I mean, order a couple, don't go crazy, but if you want, and if you're willing to, go overseas and grab it, or wait till that exclusive window expires, because I think everything recently that was Walmart exclusives made it to Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth. The only one I think that didn't was Luke. Was which one?
No, and Dorkside.
And Dorkside. Yeah, all of them were getting a sprinkling of them. Some were getting more than others, but I think the only one that didn't make it was Endor Luke.
I
could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Tuscan,
even the recent one, Dorkside is offering Cosca Reefs.
Oh,
you can find in Target.
Yeah,
that's strange.
But it has a double effect though as well, because like the Walmart exclusives over here, they have more of a limited run than like So I know that Wayne at Star Action Figures had to limit the amount of Stormtroopers that you could order.
Yeah.
But like it's even worse because you guys are ordering them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
well,
like,
right.
I know that there's people in the UK that struggle to get that figure, and they probably wouldn't have done had you guys not been ordering them all as well. Because there's only so many that can go around, isn't there? That's the thing. It's like nobody's trusting Walmart to deliver them properly. So you're coming over here and taking all our stock.
Oh, well, Wayne's just going to have to order more next time. I think that's what they do, right? They put kind of an estimated order in, and they hope to get that quantity from Hasbro.
This is the guy we are talking about.
Yeah.
Got it today from Walmart, by the way.
Oh, nice. How did it come?
Looks good.
I have gotten 5 bubble mailers. Not even bubble mailers.
Oh, no. I got a box.
Plastic mailers of figures. None of them. Oh, you got a box.
Yeah, nice. But I got only one. I mean, then I got the R2,
Nice.
But only one trooper. I don't know.
Yeah, so
for the rest,
I have faith that when that runs out, these fan channel retailers are going to want.
Yeah, they will.
Going to want some pretty big orders of that one.
Forever and ever, they can keep selling those.
What's up, SWTVC? I don't know if that's Tyler or Evan or John. It's probably Tyler. What's up, my friend? Happy belated. So yeah, man. Well, Tim, I don't want to keep you.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Good to see
Really
you.
appreciate you coming on, hanging out with us. You know,
Yeah, man.
get some
Always
good
good
sleep.
to talk. Always good to talk TVC as always.
Yeah, man. We look
Good to
forward
see you
to
again, Augustine.
Good to see you too.
All right, my friend. We look forward to the next time. All right.
Yeah, we'll do something soon, mate. We'll do something soon.
All right. Cool, man.
All right. Cheers, guys,
Take care,
everyone.
Tim.
See you later. Thanks.
Thanks again. Nice. Always great to have him on.
Yeah, nice guy.
Awesome. So,
a lot of comments and questions if you want to.
Yeah. Any you screaming out at you?
I missed a lot. I saw one from Phil the Force saying that something that is true. Patrick said that the Jabba's palace, the throne room, whatever it's called, it might be offered in the future in a different way or different quantities or something.
Yeah. Throne room would be offered at another time, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know if that means like. I don't see that set working. Okay, it works with Jabba, right? But it's a bit tight, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
So
it should work.
It should work. I don't know if they'll pack it with a Jabba, but I don't know if that's what he meant. Like we'll see it again in another way, or the ability to.
The way I understood that comment was that they're going to take pre-orders, X amount of pre-orders, and they're going to produce more than that.
Yeah.
With the extras. And
that makes sense. Throne room, Emperor with throne.
Yep.
There was some leftover with that, right? And it became available again.
Yep.
So yeah, I like that thought. I think that's probably what he was alluding to. Yeah, I agree with you.
Just one my 5 cents on the throne room. I know it's kind of expensive for many people, but it's amazing. I saw it in person.
You've seen it in person a couple times.
Yeah, 2 times. As much as I love my Razor Crest, I take the throne room every day. It's amazing. It's mind-blowing. It's a thing of beauty. So if you can, don't sleep on it, buy it, because it's great. It's amazingly great.
Awesome. Well, Phil the Force, if you have a U.S. address, please contact me. You have won a giveaway. All right, my friend. So hit me up. Again, I can be found at the far side of Endor, or on Facebook, John Miko, or on Twitter @_John Miko. Hit me up. Congrats. That's a great question to ask there and elaborate on. What do we have here? If there's still hope for rumored Mando N1 Starfighter, do you think it will be announced closer to Mando Season 3 release?
I was hoping for that announcement to be today, to take place today.
Yeah, so I know Jason had mentioned that.
I think it's in the master list on Jackface, right? So it is there.
Okay, I'm just looking at a couple messages here. No problem, Utah. Let me message Jason as well really quick and see if I'm just going to say if you are around. The live stream. So I'm going to send him the message really quick, guys, and send him the invite.
Yeah, with the link.
And Tyler, if you want to come on, let me know. We will have you on, my friend. No, I offered that to you before. Just bear with us, guys, for a second. I'm going to send that to him as well. All right. So yeah, I would love. It gets tough, right? Because if that is true, if that rumor is true, you know, I mean, how many pictures can you show? you got to have some actual products to show too, even if it's just a picture of the product. So, like, you know, if things aren't ready yet, or okay, if he's saying in line with season 3 release, so what's that supposed to be? February, late January?
I think so. Yes.
All right. Well, I would like to think they'd have that announced by now to get people hyped up for ordering it. Just looking through some other questions, guys, here. Hey, Hernan, what's up, my friend? Yeah, I got everything's coming mailers for me so far and everything. You know, I'm not going to complain. I got some stormtroopers from Star Action Figures, and they came in great shape. But my one mint one I got from Walmart, the card was mint, but the bubble was coming off the card.
Whoa.
Haven't seen that in a long time. I was like, oh, well. Another opener.
I got this one today as well.
Nice.
Nice.
I got those all downstairs. Yeah. They just look so good on the Star Wars card.
The Stormtrooper, you mean? Yes.
Yes. He's on a Return of the Jedi, right?
Yes. The gunner, yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's not mean, by the way. You cannot see it, but.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yep. What can you do? Good openers. Yes. We need some T-shirts. Obi Cat.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, what else we got here?
Have you tried that with the new thicker cards? I haven't.
Yeah, you gotta. The trick with those ones is you do it from the top and bottom and just.
Oh, okay.
You can do it. I believe in you.
The thing is, I'm worried about the antenna if I do it from the top. So, from the back, it's impossible. I'm not doing it from the top, just in case.
Bib should be carded, I believe. I forgot. She did say on a card with a blister. That was some of the first little trails of hope about, you know, are we going to move to all, you know, cardboard and no more plastic? And she actually answered our question on one of the Q&As, that it would actually come on a card. They weren't sure about, I think, the size.
Yeah. Actually, at some point, we thought that could be the last figure on a.
And then we thought, oh, maybe it's the last. Yeah. Good
call.
Guys. Good call, Brett.
What do you make about Patrick, Chris, and Eric working for Indie as well? That was, I mean, a surprise.
Well, I guess it's all part of their relationship with Lucasfilm and Disney, right? Or is it? No, because
I don't know.
I don't know if it's just a relationship with LFL, right? Because I mean, I know those movies aren't on Disney Plus, right? Those are still part of Paramount. Maybe they own the rights like 20th Century once did. Maybe somebody can answer that for us, but maybe it has to do with them already having a relationship with LFL, and that might still work with Indiana Jones, and that's who's doing, right? They're probably doing the new movie with who? Spielberg and Lucas, I would assume.
Yeah, I don't know. But Emily is not on that team, so clearly we are not going to get super articulated indie figures.
Yeah, that was such a kick in the teeth, huh? They announced the Mission Fleet line, they announced the retro line, and then they announced the 6-inch line. I know, Utah. Maybe we can get Mr. Hermanson to shrink some heads down for us. One of our friends, Chris, he has this ability to take any figure, a 6-inch figure, and shrink the head down to 3 3/4. Oh, look who we have here.
I heard the canal. Jason.
He made it.
Hello. I did.
Can you hear
I'm
us?
coming to you live from the wonderful Holiday Inn and Suites in Indiana somewhere.
Lovely. Well, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Tim was on. I don't know if you happened to catch it. I know you're traveling with your family. You didn't?
Yep.
Sorry.
I did not catch Tim.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So he had a really long day. He traveled like 3+ hours to Echo Base Live. They have an event twice a year, and let's just say he had some drinks with some of them at one point. Then he had to drive back. So he's had a long day. So he hung out with us for a good almost hour.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, we were actually using your IG page.
Oh, yeah.
To go through a lot of the reveals. So thank you.
No problem. I didn't quite get everything up as fast as I normally could. I had horrible, because I was doing a lot of it from a soccer field. I'm screenshotting my phone while I'm watching YouTube and then trying to get it posted. And then, they just kept going one after another. And then I'd have to go back and, because I couldn't watch it live. So I'd have to step it back, 60 seconds, get caught up. It was one of those things, Finally got back to the hotel and
all while trying to cheer for your child, I'm sure, playing soccer, or was it like
yeah, some sort of tournament probably.
Tournament, yep.
So yeah, we'd love to get your thoughts on today. Obviously, some pretty cool stuff shown for Indiana Jones. Interesting that pretty much the Black Series team is
right. Take that for what you will.
Yeah. Augustine was just asking about that, and we kind of talked about how it's probably that relationship with LFL they have, and it's just keeping kind of.
Yeah, but I wonder how that's gonna impact the output of Black Series now. I mean, they have two hats.
I would imagine they're going to be sharing factory schedule time.
Oh, good point. Yeah, good point, guys. Yeah. Were you excited for some of those Black Series? I mean, Black Series, Indiana Jones reveals.
Indiana Jones, yeah, for sure. I'll be getting all of those.
Yeah.
And it's cool, what kind of people were asking for, like with Black Series, it's like have a build-a-figure type thing, but instead of the build-a-figure, they're doing the build-a-artifact.
Yeah,
we need to build the arc. And looking forward into future waves, there's some other cool things that are going to be built too.
Oh. Really? Did they say at one point 25 figures? Or
I think so. 20 or 25. I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, because I know of 15, 16, I know of about just shy of 20. I think I know of about 17, 18 of them. When you consider, convention exclusive type things, that might bump up the count a little bit. But I know there's at least 3 waves, and there's 5 figures in each wave.
Wow. Oh, man.
And, like how they showed the Raiders wave, going forward, the next 2 waves aren't solid waves, dependent on the film or, the movie. So there's a couple mixes in there with I think, the second and third wave both have figures in it from the new movie.
Okay. Wow, you
Hey, Jeff.
figure you're gonna start to see some form of trailer or something to get that
Right.
that hype going. Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. Man, the Indiana Jones and Doc, man, those figures looked amazing.
Right.
It's like, oh no, my wallet.
And even the retro collection figures. I never had any Indiana Jones figures growing up. I don't know why.
I didn't either.
I don't even remember seeing them as a kid.
I don't
You know,
either.
I'm 48, and I don't remember
Oh wow. Okay.
ever seeing the toy line at all when I was little.
When
So
did that toy line end? Do we know?
Well, I think they only had figures for the first movie, really, didn't they?
Oh, okay. So that's why I wouldn't remember them. I'm a 1980 child, so yeah. But man, yeah. So that's cool, right? To be able to have another crack at them. The card back did look really nice. Obviously, the retro card back.
Yep. Bubble and all.
They said that they were going to make also unproduced figures, like fully new.
Oh right.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me go to Jason's.
Now, one thing I didn't like when they were discussing the articulation of the retro figure, I think it was Chris. He said, "Oh, look, it has knee articulation, but it can be compared with the Black Series articulation." I took that personally. The comparison should have been against the TVC because it's, same scale. And he compared the articulation with the Black Series.
Right.
See, there is knee articulation there.
Right. I think, and that's how the originals were. They had, they were about,
yeah,
they had swivel shoulders, but that was it for the arms, I think, and a swivel neck, swivel hips, and then they did have the articulated knees, at least on Indy. I'm not sure, so he could ride the horse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why they're so, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll be buying this as well. It's awesome. I pre-ordered it from Paul. So yeah, yeah, and there's the arc you're talking about here, right?
Yep. And they broke down who comes with what as far as the parts. The lid, the top comes with someone, and the poles and sides come with someone else, and
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. Cool. I think that is a cool idea, right? It's like, instead of a figure, do some of these pretty big world building type things. Curious now, man, what you're saying. Like, what's going to be in Temple of Doom? What could be the artifact?
Okay.
In Temple.
Let's think about that.
There's
what was the chase item? What were they going after in that movie?
Yeah, the stones.
Right.
And there was the I wonder if it's well, wait. Well, obviously there's the temple down, the Temple of Doom part, but then there was where that little village put the stones.
Right.
Oh. Okay. Little
something like that would be a great idea.
Should be come with an alligator and some limbs of some
yeah. They could borrow the gator from the classified series line. Yes. You could feed Molaram to him.
Yes. I'm so interested what this monkey with the face, the photoreal.
Photoreal for the monkey.
The special photoreal for the monkey because they didn't like the other one. Yeah, pretty cool, man. So hey, let's shift gears here. Talk about Star Wars.
Yeah, one thing we didn't discuss, John, is the reissue of Hauser.
Oh, right.
With a name correction on it. I don't know. I have mixed feelings.
I feel like they've mentioned that. They've mentioned that every convention, right? So
I don't know.
Yeah, it's having it take up a slot.
Just for a name change.
Right. Unless they offer, they didn't say how they were offering it.
Right.
It would. I don't know if it's going to be a mainline type figure or if it's going to be a fan channel type thing or what. But
yeah, maybe
if it was a mainline, it seems kind of a double dip.
And you would think it's staying with the same VC number, and I don't even know if I'm going to buy it, to be honest. I'm not a completist
Issue
anymore.
a sticker.
Okay. Issue a sticker. Yes, yeah. I remember that reminds me of OTC Slave 1. If you guys remember, it came in a window package with Boba Fett there, and he was missing his rocket. And I remember on the forums, people were like, if you contact Hasbro, they'll ship you a rocket. And literally, I got a rocket in a padded envelope in the mail. It's like, what? All right, well, thanks for this. I don't know if I'm ever going to open this one, but it's cool.
No one's ready.
But yeah, so I mean, obviously, from Augustine's photos from San Diego Comic-Con, we learned of the two Andor figures. It's what's your take on these two? I know Tim was kind of saying they're a bit disjointed. It's not coming with like kind of all their accessories they had in the scene together. It would have been nice to have Lutheran with them, or more important to have him over Vel. Not sure what your take is.
Just with, like you said, Val. I mean, she just debuted.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't have that big of a role yet. I'm not sure, what's going to happen coming up, but yeah, it's interesting that they went with her rather than Bix, I guess, from the first couple episodes.
Yeah. One of them might be a little easier on the eyes too. So.
No, either. I think both would be great vintage collection figures. It's just when you get a figure like that we don't know anything about yet, it's kind of, and we already know something about Cassie, and obviously that's why they picked him, and we've seen a couple episodes with Bix in it, and so you're familiar with what her part in the story is kind of so far. But Luthen would be a great figure. I just like his character in general.
That's what Tim was saying too. Yeah.
I don't know.
He looked great. He looked great for the Black Series. We got to see kind of our first Bad
Batch finally.
Yep. Interesting styling.
Yeah.
Kind of has
and
this. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, they mentioned that it was all new, so it's not reusing parts. I guess it'd be kind of tough to use even parts from the standard clone body because their armor is so specific. But it does have like the animated-ish style to it, I think.
Yeah, like a vibe.
Especially the helmet.
Yeah, like the helmet, kind of the very clean lines, right? Like clean lines and angles. It's really interesting.
It almost looks too small. Like when you think what Hasbro's done with the Black Series for the Bad Batch crew, and then they repainted that body for Republic Commandos. It would be very odd to see Republic Commandos on this body.
Yeah, great point. Yeah, I thought it was cool that crap, I keep forgetting his name. The voice actor.
Um,
What's his name? Crap.
D. Bradley Baker.
D. Bradley Baker.
D.
He introduced him, and I was confused. We were talking about this. We were kind of confused. I thought it was they were like showing some Black Series figures, and all of a sudden they went into like this figure, and he was talking about how small. I was like, oh, well, I'm an idiot. They already have Hunter and Black Series. That's clearly the vintage collection.
Right.
Figure.
That threw me too. Like, why are you showing Hunter? Like, we've seen Hunter,
Yeah.
because they showed Omega, and the transition was just really weird. It just didn't seem like they were showing us a first look.
Yeah. So hopefully, and they were kind of hinting at hey, what would be the next one to produce, and they asked Omega, right, and she said Crosshair, and D. Bradley started doing the Crosshair voice, which is just so amazing how he switches to all those different voices.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So amazing. And yeah, whoops.
And
Val,
so one side comment,
yeah,
something that I learned, I believe it was in a celebration, that when he records all the voices, he goes through the dialogue, changing voices. It's not that he records one voice and then the other one, and they mix everything. He goes one by one.
wow,
Just switching voices. It's crazy, and he did it live. It was amazing.
that is off.
It was him and the girl that does Omega.
Oh, cool. You like at a panel? At a panel, you saw?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was in a. Yeah, bigger than a panel. This main kind of amphitheater thing.
Yep.
It was crazy to see that live. Crazy.
Cool. Jason, what was your highlight of the Star Wars reveals and pipeline?
Well, they started getting into the pipeline stuff. We've talked about the potential of the Endor bunker coming, and then they showed off what was it?
The Keith guards, the Tusken
Right.
Warrior.
Yep. Bringing Yak Face back.
Yeah. I'll buy more. Can never have too many yak faces. Come on.
Right.
How many do you have?
Oh, I think I have a case worth, probably.
Yeah.
I think about half of them have come off their card because it was around that time where the bubbles weren't all that great.
That's a great point. I'm sure a lot of people are probably going to buy him again just for that reason, that don't want to buy another one.
Thicker card back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Vader reveal?
That's a good point.
That's they've been pumping out the decent Vaders. As far as the most recent one from Kenobi is an excellent figure. I assume they're going to cannibalize some parts from that.
Yep.
And this will be a great definitive Return of the Jedi version.
Be great if there was a pack in for these, you can build the pyre, the pyre he is put on.
That would be awesome.
Say goodbye with some flames, melted helmet. Wasn't that like an idea at some point? I think it was an idea, or
yeah.
So we're getting Weequay again. We talked about this with Tim, right? All the Augustine brought this up. All the fan choice vote, whatever figures are popping up to be repacked, like Ahsoka, the Republic Trooper, him,
Starkiller.
The only one that hasn't come back yet is the tank driver. Or been announced yet as a tank driver. So interesting, but Weequay will be part of the 40th. These were all part of the 40th, I think they said, right? Or do you think let me ask you guys this: do you think they'll use that Return of the Jedi 40th sticker on all the cards for Return of the Jedi figures, or is
I don't
that just
know.
like a Black Series only type? Curious. I like that sticker.
I kind of hope that they don't. I mean, it would just be kind of too different than, because they didn't do anything like that for Empire.
Yeah, that's true.
And there was the few cards that had the Lucasfilm 50th anniversary on it, which kind of throws the continuity off if you have them on display. But
that's true. Very fair. I'll take that back. We shouldn't get it. Talked me out of it. We're getting Woof again. That is just amazing. I always felt like that was a figure that might be too costly at this point to reproduce. So I know a lot of people are pretty happy with that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
There he is. Someone was asking, will we get a different card back film out? It's like, I don't know about that. I don't know how many options they have for Yak Face film out.
Right. They had, didn't they choose a different one for when they reissued it, or when they offered it the first time, just because they couldn't find the exact one? Or was that for the barge version only?
I think, I don't know. I don't know if it's the same version or not, but I think I remember Steve saying like someone actually had the picture, like some fan or somebody had the actual like photo and they had to get it from him to do the proper card back film out, something to that effect. They almost, I think, weren't going to be able to provide the Kenner photo, the Kenner used photo. And somebody in the chat, if you know the answer to that, let us know. And then we got Nikto, good old Nikto. I always got a problem standing this guy up. But yeah, we got VC99 again, and then we got I almost said Barada. Kithaba.
Barada is the one we want.
Right. We want Barada. You think this will give hope to a Barada in the future, Jason?
I don't know. I think, why couldn't they have just given us Barada? Just rename it.
I know. And when you read the TVC archive book, shout out to Rich a lot there, Blue Milk. The designer, I forget the names, but they spoke to they specifically designed Kithaba so they could easily leverage him for a Barada. So come on, Hasbro.
We are still waiting.
Maybe Patrick misspoke and it's actually going to be Barada.
That would be delightful. Trying to see here. Oh, and we got this pipeline.
Yeah, the Tusken Warrior.
Pretty cool pipeline.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah. I wonder how much of her will be soft goods.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully she's an all new figure of some sort. I don't really see how they could leverage much for her.
Yep. I would hope she would have as much soft goods as the regular Tusken has.
Yeah, right. Yeah, at least the outside layer there. What do you think about these bad boys? They finally came around to letting us know what this was going to be. I think we've been waiting like 8 months since they told us. How are you feeling about a 7-pack for $89.99?
Let's see. They mentioned that something like this was coming. I didn't expect it to be in the white box like the other Trooper packs. I figured it would be more of a presentation type piece, as an exclusive or something, along the lines of the rescue set, where it would be a Cantina setting, but
Yeah, good
just
point.
this
Yeah,
is
that's
the easiest
true.
way to go about it.
That's true. Like they did with the Emperor and stuff. It seems like the rescue set got that.
Yeah.
Got that. What do you call it? That catering to it, and not these guys. And Augustine, share your thoughts. You had some good thoughts about maybe how they should have done it.
Yeah, I think they should have done a 4-pack, because figuring already have the 3 other instruments. So, and many people already army built figuring done. So now there are a lot of figuring duns being on sale for peanuts, probably.
You got Cliff here. The white box packaging sucks.
Yeah, it wasn't nice.
But yeah, that's a good point. People have bought quite a few figurines. Just throw the extra instruments in, charge a little more. But Hasbro being Hasbro. Oh, it's the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, and still no Dooku. All the old dudes go to the Black Series. Got the Client. You got Lutheran. You got all sorts of all new tooled old dudes going to the Black Series and not TVC. So yeah, I'm trying to think too. Any thoughts on that bunker? Do you think
Packing figure?
pack-in figure? Any thoughts there? What you'd like to see?
An Endor trooper of some sort. I mean, I think.
You think a rebel trooper? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's been clamoring, right, for that jumpsuit rebel trooper, like the Kenner one. Yeah, it'll probably be a carded figure too, right? They usually always have a carded figure in these, so
yeah.
It makes you wonder too. Are they going to include anything like packing yet again another ATST maybe? We still don't have a Return of the Jedi Chewbacca on a Return of the Jedi card. Yeah, we have him from VOTC.
Right.
But there's been only one Chewbacca in all of TVC, and we got him recently, right?
I wonder how big this is gonna be, because maybe they can give us 2 packing figures, like they did with the Java's Palace.
All right. Yeah.
Because this is a big thing. I mean, if they are not going to do just the front of it, it's gonna be big.
Yeah, and those were two repacks, right? So Tim was talking about using Piat's body, so another Imperial type of captain, commander, whatever. Yeah, interesting to see how they have that door sliding, how that works. Maybe some kind of panels to swap out for wire. When Han was trying to hot wire it. Yeah, so
grenades or thermal detonators, something to.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, and I'm sure people will think of some creative stuff if they don't, with some little magnets and stuff like that. Cool, man. Let's. I think that's all of the.
Sorry, the rescue set the release date is gonna be January. They said.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I think it said that on here, and I don't know about the rest of you. I had trouble ordering it, man. The pre-order information was like transparent, and as you were scrolling,
I didn't have that problem.
You didn't have that issue? I had that on the iPhone. I had that issue.
Were you using the app or were you using the website?
I was on the website, And as I was scrolling, this was just moved. It was on the picture, and it was just the white font and the white arrow. So when I scrolled to like here, it was just like showing up right here. Just I don't know. I think they were just trying to. Maybe I got on too early or something.
Yeah, but it does say January 1st.
Yeah, right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we have already seen reviews from Tim of the whole thing.
That's right.
It's out.
Yeah, you can get it from overseas, right?
Yeah. It's like the Black Series.
I think it'll ship earlier.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe this is just them being cautious. The Black Series, the Paz Vizsla with the Sean Favreau face, you can find it in Mexico at retail now, and it's missing here.
They pushed that back to November.
So I don't know.
The U.S.
It's unbelievable how late we're still getting things, man.
Yeah.
I got it appeared that the East Coast for once got Boba Fett, Target, Morak Fett, and Axe Woves first, and I was like, I'm wondering if they decided to come into New York, New Jersey harbors instead of the bottleneck that seems to be happening on the West Coast. I don't know, or they were airship. I don't know if you know any of that type of stuff, Jason.
Yeah, I think a lot of that stuff did come in on the East Coast this time. There's been a lot of those, a lot of exclusives that, well, I guess a lot of them have been coming through California also.
Okay.
But they've been coming in pretty steadily over the past couple months. So I don't know if they're just waiting for a big stockpile and then they could fill a bunch of orders at once.
Yeah, makes sense.
Gotcha. It was hilarious that the first picture was just the burning, the flaming.
That was kind of confusing also.
It's like I typed in rescue set in the search. I was like, oh, that is it. But yeah, and this was what $74.99.
Yeah.
This is an expensive amount of.
I don't see the value, but that's me.
Yeah, I think the only thing they did right, they had to add a little bit of tooling to the Dark Trooper for a different. Is it a different head?
It is a different head
for the flames and all that.
Yeah. Also, it's a clean version of Mando with rocker ankles.
Yeah, but he's also got like a updated arm gauntlet to fit the flames.
Yeah,
I believe. So yeah, very minor tooling.
And then Gideon is just the cape.
All right, he's got the soft goods cape. Yep. Oh, and Mando's got his soft good capes from the there's the huge gauntlet for the flame. Probably for both of them.
I bought it anyway. Mando is Mando. I mean, he looks good every time.
Yeah.
Did you order it, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I spent a lot today.
It's not sold out, right? It's up there.
It's still available.
The one that the first one to sell out was the Serpentor, the G.I. Joe classified. That one.
Yeah.
An instant.
Oh, really? Lost the page here.
I secured that since I collect classified series also.
Looks good.
No, it was an expensive day for you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys talked about it prior to me joining. They said they were going to do a cutoff date for the throne room.
Yeah. October 7th.
Yeah. Which is
I was saying that people should, I mean, those that can afford it should not sleep on it because it's an amazing set. It's just, I saw it and it's great.
He saw it twice.
Twice.
So lucky.
The,
And I took a picture with Amelie behind the.
I loved that video you posted to the Facebook group page. You're like, Emily, come on. And she came and she gave you a nice little
Emily,
demo.
Emily's,
Yeah,
I
man.
love Emily. She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's great.
So they announced that's not going to be till fall available. Is that
right,
true?
September. I'm looking at it right now on the site. Yeah, September of 2023.
So we're not going to get. I mean, it's going to close, but you're not going to get charged till it ships.
Right.
I mean, that just
And
makes
I'm
you think. Yeah.
looking at the site too to figure out how many they've sold, or at least how many people have committed to pre-ordering. That can always change, but it's about 9,100 that they've sold.
Okay, so it didn't climb today. I mean, it's been around 9,000 for a long time already.
9,125 the last
Yeah.
from what I can see here.
Wow.
I think that number is too low, but that's me. I know it's
Right.
expensive, but it's great. It's just great.
And they mentioned during the panel too that now that Pulse is open in some other European countries, that wasn't restricted to being like a U.S. Canada thing only, correct? I mean, it's available outside of the U.S. market.
Yes, they said that.
So you would hope that would pop up a bit.
I'm confused about this.
Because they announced the helmet for the clone trooper.
Oh, okay.
I was hoping for the Rex helmet, not the clone trooper. But the Rex is coming, I guess, anyway.
What did they announced a line? I guess I'm confused there. I wasn't paying attention.
Like a mini beat.
Oh.
Mini beat thing they said where they were going to be. I'm not sure why they worded it the way they did, and they show, their graphic was like a Phase 1 Clone Trooper 20th anniversary, and then they go ahead and they show a helmet for a Phase 2 clone, which doesn't really fall into that. I mean, there's a lot of clones to be made from in both or in all the scales, but to pick the Clone Wars specifically for the 25th anniversary or 20th anniversary one, Attack of the Clones anniversary was this year, and they didn't really do. I mean, they did some stuff as far as the Walmart exclusive figure repaints and a couple a couple Black Series figures, but
oh, interesting. See what comes out of that. Brett on Fet, good question. We're gonna throw you down for a giveaway. If you have a U.S. address, message me, and we'll get you a giveaway here in the box. Nice. I'm just going through some of the questions here. Clark Hamilton III, what's up, my friend? Yeah, it was hard to find it. Kurt K, hello from New Jersey. Okay, yeah, this guy was mentioning OV Bank, but the European pewters are not counted on Pulse US. So I'm sorry, those numbers you were giving were just US, not
correct. I could look and see because like with the past couple HasLabs, when I've kind of researched on the back end, looking to see how many they've sold for those numbers have always been the same.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
There may be a way that they're using, whatever coding that they're doing. They're making sure that all of the numbers are registering, so they're not having to go back and add them, and after it closes, or periodically pump up the numbers by adding in the overseas sales. But I can check to see what some of the other countries are at.
That'd be great. Fetmatic. I hope to see new clone officers from this new 20th anniversary line. There you go. Lots of options. So yeah, so I know there's still one more figure to be announced in Wave 13 or whatever this is called. And people are saying that's the I think you've mentioned, or people have mentioned it's what was it again? Do we know?
Artillery trooper.
Yeah, the artillery trooper.
Yeah. I think they pipelined that too.
They did. Okay, that's right. That was the other pipeline we could.
Yeah. They didn't pipeline it this time, but I don't remember which convention it was. If it was SDCC or Celebration.
And that's one thing we talked about, Jason, was that I mentioned is there's so many pipelines they haven't even shown the figures for. It's like it's torture. It's like, come on already, show us Paz Vizsla.
Yep.
What was another old pipeline we haven't seen yet? Really old one. I'm forgetting, but it would have been nice.
I just updated that list.
You have a pipeline list?
Yeah.
Smart.
Otherwise, because like right now, I can't think of them, so I have to have a list.
No, I should at least have a folder of all the pipeline photos I screenshot every.
Right. So let's see. So we got Starkiller, Hunter, Han Solo, Endor. That was one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Admiral Piet, Clone Trooper Phase 2, Vader, and then we're getting into the ones just revealed. Weequay Woof, Yak Face, Nikto, Cathaba, Tusken Warrior, Hauser.
Reminds me of
and Black Chrysanthemum.
Oh, Black Chrysanthemum was?
It's on my list.
I'm terrible. I don't remember him being pipeline, but
he might not have been.
Very could well have been. When was San Diego Comic-Con? Was in July, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? You know what I can do here? I wonder if I can quickly, bear with me, everyone. I'm trying to go to my go to the Facebook group and type in pipeline.
Okay, so I hopped onto the UK Hasbro Pulse site, and I'm looking at the quantities sold for the throne room, and that one is currently at 809.
Okay.
So
around 10,000-ish.
Yep. And they have a limit. They have a quantity limit on the site that they're only going to take 1,000 pre-orders. UK Hasbro Pulse.
That was a good estimate then.
So, yeah. Let's see. What's another one? EU.
Here we go. We had one in for May the whatever celebration. They had Paz Vizsla, Starkiller, and Hunter. Oh, here we go. So this one in April was the Klatooinian Raider, the Artillery Stormtrooper, Luke, and Dark Trooper. So we've gotten all of those revealed except the Stormtrooper. All right, so I take that back a little bit. It would have been nice to see Paz.
Okay. EU Hasbro Pulse has had 391 sold.
Okay.
Is that the Germany one?
I'm not sure. No, that this one's just EU. I
okay.
think Germany has their own, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yep. And then there's Canada. And there's Canada.
I think Canada's count in the U.S. totals.
Oh, okay.
DE.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I was sharing, but I wasn't. But I read them off. My bad. Oh, I already. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on that. Hey, Kurt. You missed it. We did talk about it. And we talked about how the build-a thing was actually an artifact from the show. I smell a deluxe pack with an indie with the staff. What do you think? I thought the role playing thing was going to be the golden the hell they call it,
The idol.
the idol. I thought it was actually going to be that, and then they did the staff. Do you think they did the staff because probably like the idol's like a thing you can probably buy on Etsy?
Well, because I think Disney is offering an idol, and they're offering the staff of Raw headpiece.
You're right.
So I don't know. I mean, they're both offering. Obviously, they're both offering the staff of Raw headpiece. They both sell lightsabers, even though they're different sculpts and technologies and whatnot. But
Okay.
I don't know if they're gonna, you're gonna do an idol and we're gonna do an idol, and
Right.
There's some other props that I know that they're doing, but I'm not sure of the idol.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was pretty creative. I think Black K was pipelined to SDCC. No, I don't think he was. I think it was just Han Solo from Return of the Jedi in front of the bunker there, Piat, and the Phase 2 clone trooper.
Yeah, there was a Black Series Black K pipelined.
There you go. Yep. Good call.
Looks like the
Thanks, Rob.
German
Thank you.
is part of the EU Pulse one, so those numbers are in there. Yes, for Pulse.
So it seems with the throne room and now the Endor bunker set, is Hasbro trying to get away from TVC HasLab since they know they can sell it to us and get at least 10,000 in purchases? Well, I mean, I don't think the bunker is. I think the bunker falls in line more with the more economical, kind of cheaper, $50 or so play sets. But I think when it comes to the throne room, I mean, there was a bunch of leaked info about that it was potentially a HasLab, and then they decided against that, right? I think Patrick might have even spoken to it somewhere, how they had thought about it and blah blah blah. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just looking for more grander things for HasLab, at the 400 to 500 mark plus.
Right. Yeah, I don't think they're trying to get away from HasLab. They want two sources of revenue for big tickets.
Augustine, we didn't really get your overall take about PulseCon. Talk to us.
Mixed feelings, a lot of announcements, so very few reveals, actually. Things we already knew. I was expecting more.
More.
I don't know. It was good to see some of the skiff guards, for instance.
Yeah,
I think that's a good move. But I don't know why can't we get the main characters of a show at once. We got Andor and Vel instead of Andor and Bix or Andor and Luthen. I know they're coming probably. Why not announce them together and then complete the rest of the, you know? But
Yeah.
in all, from 1 to 10, I give it a 5.
Andor, we didn't really even get a villain, right? I mean, do we know a villain yet, other than like the what do you call it? The Empire. I know we've had like a couple, the security villain there. I forget his name. Not villain, but the security officer who got in trouble for the raid.
Right. Karn
And
or
then
Kern.
Kern or something. But one thing we did talk about, Jason, was how like now because Star Wars Celebration and San Diego Comic-Con are back, it's like there's not as much to reveal at this point. So PulseCon's kind of not as big as it was a couple years ago. Plus, they announced the Razor Crest, and that was pretty exciting.
Right.
Last year they announced the Rancor. So, this year felt a little more deflating. I mean, obviously the Black Series I think this time around they got a lot. I mean, it was probably pretty balanced from a revealing standpoint, although for Andor, not balanced at all. So yeah, what was your kind of overall? Do you think that's kind of playing into a lot of it? That it's getting towards the end of the year, there's not as much to announce. It gets kind of hard to do that.
Right. They have. It seems like they're doing a lot of their 2023 planning. They're kind of well into that. I'm kind of surprised that we got so few actual figure reveals, but I'm trying to think how many in total pipeline reveals. Just when you consider all of the the repack stuff for Return of the Jedi and some of the new figures too for Return of the Jedi, but it just seemed like they didn't have a lot to show us physically for Vintage Collection. Whereas, hey, it's coming sometime, in the next year, you'll get all this stuff. It's like people will either forget by then, and they'll finally show it at the next convention next year, or at Toy Fair, or some other show, and it's just they'll be showing us something we already know about. It's just it kind of doesn't defeat their purpose, but it kind of they're taking their own wind out of their sails by showing us and listing off all this future stuff that's coming.
Yeah.
Only to show it to us and say, okay, where's the new stuff? We're always kind of behind the ball on what's new, on actual new stuff.
Yeah, very true. And it was a bit torture with seeing those five. And again, I welcome those repacks, those skiff guards, but my God, like we were saying before, just show one new one. Such an opportunity there to show a Velkin Tazeri or a Yatzeren or something.
Some aliens. We need some new aliens.
Exactly. Who would you love to see? Talk to us. What you got? Some Jabba goons you really want to see?
We need some original trilogy aliens.
Yeah.
In the line. They showed us the repacks, but I mean I'm specifically wanting a New Hope aliens. I mean, we haven't had any for a long time, it seems.
Do you have like a specific, like for me growing up, Return of the Jedi was the big movie. And what's funny, Temple of Doom, right? They were 1983 and 1984, like boom, boom. Very impressionable on a young John, and thank you VHS tapes. But and HBO for all the movies we recorded off of there. But is there any specific Star Wars segment or that you're more drawn to, that you love more? Or is it all just I'll take everything?
It's. I think I'll always want original trilogy, figures and vehicles and stuff, just because that's what what we've all been around the longest. That we more easily identify with. I think. I like the new stuff. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I like all of the Mandalorian stuff. I like, the new animation stuff. It's. It seems like we get so much new stuff, as far as sculpt wise, where we get most of the repacks for original trilogy stuff. And
right. Well, yeah, right. It was with like Indiana Jones. They were like, it's all new tooling. Patrick, what did he say a couple times? He was like, it's so great to say that, because we don't have it. So it's all new tooling.
Right. It's like I was, when he said that during that part, I'm like, you guys realize you can make new stuff. Yeah. It's like, I know they have to get the okay from Lucasfilm and stuff, but man, it's like, give yourself more of a budget for Star Wars then, if you want to make new stuff and have more new tooling available.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just put it at a freaking price that will allow you to do that. I don't care anymore. Like, because they're starting to show off, not to go on a tangent, but they're starting to show off all this Hiya G.I. Joe stuff, right?
Yeah.
Shadow. They did Snake Eyes and they did Shadow. They're $20 figures and they look crazy. I don't know about some of the joints, but it's pretty amazing.
$20 or $30, the new ones.
I thought they were 20.
They used to be 20. I don't know if they're
customizer chat. They mentioned
those
20.
were great.
But look, we don't want things going up too high. But at the same time, if that means guaranteed more new tooling, like 20 new tools a year, I'm in. And what's funny is when Augustine interviewed Patrick at San Diego Comic-Con, and we had the question about A New Hope main figures, and Patrick said that they're at the top of their list. Well, if they're at the top of your list, let's get them already. And number two, as like kind of a response after that, Patrick was like, and we would like them to be all new tooling. And Patrick was like, oh, well, that's interesting you say that, because obviously, what did he say?
Yeah, because I was also asking for I don't know. I think I asked for some, updates to existing TVC figures, and he said, okay, but would you prefer that or an original trilogy figure on new tooling? He put me like, he's a Sith. He deals in absolutes.
Well, yeah, but he also, I think, said too, it's interesting that you guys, want all new tooling. We, it's like people, I forgot how he said it, but it was almost like he meant that we just want everything to be all new tooling, and he understood that, but it was almost like if we have it, you're not getting it type thing. Like, I don't know.
Farm Boy look. We need that one.
Yeah, just that one alone should be done, and not worry about the others until they can get to it. But
right. Well, I was thinking, they were showing off some of the pipeline reveals for Black Series, and they show off another Cad Bane.
Yeah,
now, that's the third Cad Bane for the Black Series in 2 years, right?
Wow.
Because the first one came out during the start of the new packaging. So we've got this one, we've got the Amazon exclusive version from the Bad Batch, and then we're getting this one. I'm not sure, for the Book of Boba Fett, I'm not sure how much of that is going to be able to use any existing tooling.
Right.
But the one that just came out for Amazon is it does share some of the tooling from from the Clone Wars version, but there's a substantial bit of new there.
Huh. Unbelievable.
So it's like we've got 3 of those Cad Bane figures, and we need to get us a vintage collection version of that character, or get us a new version of an original trilogy character that we've only gotten one bad version of,
Yeah. Yeah.
like the Luke is, it needs revisiting.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And it's just gonna be really interesting what they do with the Han Solo, because they didn't really commit to saying all new tooling. Is he using some of the young Solo tooling? What is he leveraging from something else that's not awful? So that'll be really interesting. A shout out to Dexter Santos. He just showed us in that customizer chat a kit bash of Han Solo using some of the 5 POA, the Force Link Solo, the Carbonite Han Solo from Return of the Jedi, like his chest, and some of the VC-50, I think, Solo. Put them all together and made like an amazing, using the head of the Force Link one and repainting it, because he's an amazing painter as well of human faces. And it was like, wow, this could be done. I know that torso or those hip joints are kind of awful on that one, but it's a lot better than the ones we have out there. I want to give a shout out to Fetmatic. Thank you for telling us the guy's name, the security guard's name, Cyril Karn. We're going to give you a giveaway for that. Congratulations. Please contact me or Augustine. Contact us on the Facebook group or through At the Far Side of Endor on IG. And if you have a U.S. address, we'll hook you up with a giveaway. I want to give a shout out to Chad Peak. I like this comment, right? It makes a lot of sense. They have to balance the interest between both lines, or if they make one seem more popular than the other, it makes collectors upset. Very true. Just for having balance in the Force and understanding that, we'll give you a giveaway, my friend. So please DM me as well, and we'll hook you up with this box, something from this box of giveaways. This is a good point too from Fetmatic. Possible more announcements at New York Comic Con. I don't know if they've committed to New York Comic Con. I don't know if they're going. Years past, they didn't even have a booth. All they would do is a reveal. And Augustine was one of the first people I met from the Facebook group.
True.
At New York Comic Con.
Yeah. So, waiting in line to get inside.
Yeah. Augustine and I waited for about an hour in line. I got to meet his good friend Ariel, who's also in the Facebook group. Good times, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Great
Hopefully
time.
I'll hang out with you at a convention, and we won't only wait in line.
Hopefully.
But
obviously, and that one, that at least that year, they also had an offsite Q&A.
Yeah.
Which I had the opportunity to attend thanks to Chris and Brett from Banta School.
That's right. You represented them, right?
Yeah. It was a really nice venue and everything. It was nice.
Jason, do we have more time with you? I don't want to take you away from anything.
I've got a few more minutes, I think.
Okay. Cool, man.
I just checked the Storm Shadow from Kia Toys, and it's $20, but it comes with 12 or 13 accessories.
Wow.
That's amazing. The figures that are in the 30-ish are the Boss Fight Studios figures.
Okay, yeah. I want to say I ordered a couple Haya toys just to check them out at one point.
I bought a couple of a Batman or a Superman or something.
That's the ones I bought, and I didn't care for the painted on heads and like faces. Everything was painted on, and it just didn't look very good.
Yeah, no.
And I think I had an alien. Oh, that's right.
Boss Fight.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing how they yeah, I've seen that before at Toy Vault.
It's great.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, obviously those a lot of those GI Joe guys have masks and stuff, but I don't know. I'd love to get other people's opinions once they see some of
Alternate
those.
hands. I mean, it's a nice offering.
So Jason, I did want to say, thanks for hanging out with us. Obviously, our 20,000 member giveaway. I know you've been a participant and great steward of the group for a good amount of time. And many times you're like an honorary admin, answering questions, giving out like guidance and information. So, as always, thank you for being an active and awesome community member on the page. We really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It's fun.
It's crazy we got 20,000. I don't know what the limit is. I know some of these Star Wars groups get upward of 30,000+ people, but we're still growing a decent amount, and people are still finding us out there. So I guess all of us, right? We're all trying to just give people information, bring a place for community, get people excited and to stay excited about this stuff, because it's a thing that many of us have enjoyed since before we can remember. So,
Yeah, it's a great group. People showing off their collections and their pickups and helping other people out. I mean, that's what groups like that are for. Is about enjoying the hobby and sharing in the passion for the scale, and it's a great group. And
thanks.
20,000 is a lot.
Thank you. Yeah, good stuff. I do want to go to a couple questions here, then we'll leave you alone. I promise. Excuse me. Where did I see that? Hey, who's this guy?
I know that.
Everyone got this playing in my ear while at a family event. Didn't even get to watch PulseCon live today. Happy 20,000. That's Corey. That's one of our admins. What's up, buddy? Good to see you on here. I hope you're still on to hear us say hello to you. Okay, so we got a couple quick questions here for Jason. The TVC Hunter was cool, but will we get the rest of the Bad Batch crew?
Well, like we talked about before, Hunter Crosshair is one of them that's coming. Those, I'm trying to think of the others. I think those are the only two that I know of officially.
Oh, that is not good news.
So, but I mean, I think they're supporting a line, or at least the show, and with season 2 coming up, I think we're bound to get more of them. I would like them to finish off their season 1 look before we get season 2 versions of the figures.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe they could be like, like pre-paints, like you get the season 2 version and then they offer the season 1 version later. I don't know. They do that kind of stuff with Black Series. They offer molds in one way, the not lesser desired, but a version that could easily be repurposed to get the figure that people have been asking for, is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Right on, man. Star Killer, you win a giveaway. Great question. Hit us up again on Instagram or on the Facebook group, and we'll hook you up with a giveaway. I got one more here for you. When will TVC get some Kenobi Inquisitors? Always a catch-up game. It's from our buddy Hernan. He's a pretty big Instagrammer too. Any insights into that? Are we going to get any more Inquisitors?
I have this huge list of code names that are for the vintage collection, and this list got a lot smaller today because of, I assume they correspond with some of the pipeline reveals from today, but you would hope that, you know, Inquisitors are in there, you know, current entertainment, future entertainment, you know, because there's we've got the Mando series coming back, we've got Ahsoka next year, you know, there's a lot of upcoming content.
It
would be nice to get vintage collection Inquisitors though.
Yeah. Are you a fan of like doing a HasLab figure campaign?
I think so, because I think it's a good opportunity to knock out a lot of unique sculpts out at one time. Sure, you might pay a little bit higher of a price, but I think a lot of us are willing to pay that in order to get all brand new figures and cross a lot of names off of figure lists that have been on there a long time. You know, have a HasLab that has, you know, a dozen, 10, you know, figures in it, and just really go all out with them, you know.
Yeah. That would just, I think, blow people's minds. I think people would forget about the price of them if there was that much goodness. You know?
Right. A $3.99 HasLab, you know, if you figure, you know, 10 figures in it, I think I'd be okay with that. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, it really bumps up the price per figure, but if it's the I don't want HasLab to resort to being, okay, well, you're never going to get this if you don't buy it, you know, like this. You know, it's, you know, that's kind of what they did with, you know, they couldn't do the barge as a retail item. Just the size was just too big, and I get it for something like that. And to have figures go to HasLab, it kind of cuts both ways. But I think I'd be willing to go, you know, 10, 12 figures in a HasLab for all new long requested figures.
Yeah, throw in some cool like accessory artifact type tiers or some swappable heads or hands or all sorts of stuff to just make it a little more worthwhile for that price, you know.
And the problem with it too, I mean, there's a lot of openers out there that, I mean, you'd have to get two, right? If you want to have openers and carded versions. And you know, how do you offer it as a like what they've done with the Amazon packs, where it's, you know, a package within a package type of deal, where you get, you know, a whole assortment, you know, 10, 12 figures with an outer, you know, vintage collection box that displays them all so you can see them without having to open it. There's a lot of possibilities.
There's some cool ways, right, they can do with kind of how they did the Death Star Revenge set, you know, or something of that angle with it, or some kind of, I don't know, a box within a box, but maybe something a little more creative. But yeah, man, cool. Well, listen, we don't want to keep you too much longer, so we greatly appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule. We greatly appreciate it.
Good to talk to you, as always.
Yeah, we look forward to the next one, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, guys, everyone say goodbye. Good night to Mr. Jackface.
Have fun.
All right.
You bet.
See you, Jason. Thank you.
Guys have fun. Thanks for having me on.
Yep, you're welcome. See you.
See ya.
Nice, man. Always great to have some special guests on, especially both these special guests were obviously great people, top tier. But I was going to say too, they've had long days, and they were able to commit some time to us little folk out there.
That's
awesome. So, Hernan, great question here. You get a giveaway. Contact me. Sorry, I'm probably yelling. I also meant to give Mr. Peak Obi-Wan a giveaway for this as well. So please, Chad, contact me and we'll offer up a giveaway. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got a few more giveaways here,
All right.
guys.
I'm gonna
I
go
did
through
see,
some of the-
you see any good comments? I did see a good one from Mr. Larry Hines.
I saw one. Collector 1970 was asking about the back metallized paint apps, and they did address that today. Again, it's kind of an expensive thing to do apparently. So they are going to offer some TVC figures with that treatment, but it's gonna be like very specific type of situations and at a premium price.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so Larry Hines, we definitely need all these 96ers. Hit us up. You want to give away? Because I love all those 96ers. I would love that. That would be so fun. Those big goofy creatures.
It took me a while to be able to pronounce Amanaman.
Manaman.
Amanaman.
What else we got here, my friend? Yeah, so much wanting for Count Dooku. I'm shocked we still don't have him. A lot of collectors have been asking for an updated version of him. Yes, we know how you feel about this. Well, let's see what happens with him. I hope
maybe it turns out good.
Yeah. You need some t-shirts made of that Uton. F6 inch, right? Oh my god. Yes, Balance in the Force. Sith Patrick wants back series, but we need more. Come on. Now, I know Patrick in the past has said that he loves the 3 3/4 inch scale. It's what he grew up on. That's his favorite. I know the barge was a big moment for a lot of the people that worked on it. And I know he worked on that. Oh, here's that comment you were talking about. Yep. Yeah. So Collector 1970. You've been a very good participant of this chat, so let's give you a giveaway as well. Please, if you have a U.S. address, contact me. Hit us up.
Need an applause sound when somebody wins,
Collector 1970. I know. I got a list here. All right, we're doing great, man. How you doing on time? You all right?
I'm home alone, so I can be here all night.
That's amazing. Isn't that the best? I just put a newer, bigger TV in our room. So my wife was like, put the new TV in the bedroom and I'll be good. I was like, all right, love you.
What if they are giving us all the skiffs, the repacks, because we are planning on a HasLab with, the remaining ones and other Java Scoons probably.
Oh.
They first want people to have all the previous ones.
That's a great point.
And then they will offer the rest. I have no information whatsoever about this. This is pure speculation on my part. But
I love that thought. It's a good sign.
Might be.
It's a good sign of something that they're pumping these guys out because they probably should have done it.
Yeah.
When the barge came out and the skiffs came out. Do any of these? Nikto is on a skiff, and I keep saying Barada. Cathab was on a skiff, and Weequay. So 3 of them are skiff guys. Yeah, will we see a Yatzer Ren and a Velkin?
Yeah, that's it. Because they released the barge and then they released the skiffs.
Yeah.
So, and we were still missing those skiff guards. So maybe, who knows? A man can dream.
Sorry, Chad, I missed your question for Jason about the clones, man. I'm going to scroll down to the newer comments here because You're welcome, brother. Is Collector 1970 already? I forget. Forget if that's you, my friend. If it is, hello. Jabba's pal. Is it big enough to park the barge in? Oh, that would be so cool. I tell you what, I know the Book of Boba Fett had some bad moments in it, but all that goodness of Jabba's palace, the huts, and 88 and the Rancor, and just seeing all those aliens again, I loved it. I don't know about you, my friend, but and as time passes, the more I accept some of the stuff that might have bothered me a little bit.
I don't know. There are a couple of things that really, really bothered me. So hard to forget.
Just skip that part. Just
Star Wars. I mean, I enjoy Star Wars.
Yeah. You're thankful for anything, right? I will say those first couple episodes with the Tuskens were like emotional, gripping episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to have some figures coming from that. Just looking through some other good questions here. Let me know if you see any that stand out here. Larry, the next.
I was going to say that one from Larry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, read it out for us. No.
I absolutely agree. Next 3PO needs to be back meta. How about an updated deluxe assortment C3PO with Ewok throne? Oh, $40.99. I'm not seeing it. With the throne, I don't see that at $49 at $24.99.
No,
it's gonna be more expensive.
I know one of the issues. Oh, that's Mike Lavero. Okay, hey Mike, what's up, buddy? He's Collector 1970. That's right.
Okay.
I will say, I think Vac Metal, they can't really do a very articulated figure. So
because then it's
like the joints and everything have to be painted a different. So I wonder if it's something that's more of a more authentic looking 5 POA with some bendable knees and possibly some elbows, but everything else doesn't maybe really need to be. But we need an updated C3PO regardless. I was
absolutely.
My cabinet's a mess, but I'm starting to rearrange everything, and the droid's C3PO, I couldn't keep his face on.
Oh,
I was like, oh my God, I think I have to go like glue this thing on. It's pissing me out. And he's like leaning back so it'll stay on. It's so frustrating.
I've never opened that one, so.
Oh, so frustrating. Yeah, because I have the coins up there and everything. I don't know if you can.
Okay.
Right there.
Can you zoom in?
Yeah, you know what? Hold on.
Come on, show off your camera.
Show off the camera here. I'm opening the app. Let me see here. Oh, that's on my face. It's probably not going to be clear.
Yeah, but but it's getting better now.
There they are.
Yeah.
It's not very clear, but you can see them. Right.
With the coins. Yeah, I can see Boba Fett.
There's the coins. Yeah. So I'm setting everything back up. I'm trying to create more room. I'm like cramming everything together. But yeah, they're there. Ooh, there we go. I'm back on.
Larry, you're welcome. Those were not just my questions. We worked together with the admins to put them together. But it was nice. It was a nice Q&A. Good moment.
Oh, where was that one? Who had that?
In the comments section.
Who was it? What was the name?
Larry Hines.
Oh, Larry. Nice. Great. Yeah, man. I thought that was a great Q&A, man. Like I said, man,
it was good.
You opened that up beautifully, when next time we meet with them, you should throw a little more. You know, we want more. We always want more. Should be your tagline.
This is the tone, you know.
They
But
loved it. You know, everyone was saying too that they only got 10 minutes. How come you guys got 15 minutes? And I was like, because we got Mr. Personality here, Augustine. Come on. They were loving it. They were eating it up.
Wasn't me. I think I was the first one, right? Maybe that was.
Is
the
that
reason.
what it was?
And they said, you know
Boy.
what? Cut it to 10. Not
Yeah.
50 more.
Mark Glacken, he was there for Volker. He was like, how did you guys get 16 minutes? We only got 10.
We need Larry Hines again. We need a Haslab Mouse Esli Cantina, and I agree.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That's my number one pick. And Fesloof, Haslab Death Star. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, you know, how do they do it? Is it one long?
It's so. I mean, I love it, but
one long dollhouse type play set, or is it somehow rounded in some ways? Like how do they do that?
I don't know. I mean, somebody's not gonna be happy.
I'm worried about the price. If something like that were to happen, like, I think it's going to be very expensive, and I feel bad for people to just be shut out of that.
Yeah, it'll be probably the most expensive Haslab to date.
What do we got here? Whatever happened to getting Darth Revan in the line? A Darth Revan and Jedi Revan foil cardback 2-pack like the Bounty Hunters 2-pack.
I would love that. That would be amazing.
I wouldn't count them out, right? Because if they can repurpose a figure, they're probably more than likely going to make it.
You
know,
the Jedi Revan is actually really good looking.
Yep. Yeah, it's very different, right? It's like,
yeah,
he's got these Jedi robes on, but this crazy like helmet mask kind of thing.
And the colors, everything is good.
What's this in response to? Thanks for permission.
I need a second.
Yeah, take your time, man. Where was that response to? I'm scrolling through the comments now to read you guys.
I'm back.
All right. TVC Mac and still hoping for more. Hey, man, I think today proved we're getting more, because you can't just do a bunch of repacks. You know, you can't just do a kit bashed or whatever, partially tooled Han. You can't just do a new Piat, a partially tooled biker scout, a new biker scout. A new speeder bike, a partially tooled biker scout, and then a bunch of repacked skiffs. There's got to be more coming. It's going to be great. And Patrick has mentioned a few times that they messed up. They owe us. I think this is, you know, I genuinely believe him this time that there's gonna be some good stuff.
I agree with this one. We definitely need Danny Trejo as a figure. I agree.
Is that towards the bottom where I'm like
the Farhoth scanning crew, 9:23 p.m. on my screen.
9:23.
Yep.
Oh. That's a great comment, man. Why don't you message one of us at the Far Side of Endor on Instagram, or John Miko on Facebook, or reach out to Augustine.
Yeah, on the Facebook group.
Reach out to us. You get a giveaway.
I would buy that figure. Instantly.
I loved his outfit. I loved how his his belt buckle or his chest buckle was a Rancor. Like
Crazy.
Oh my God! Somebody needs to make that if Hasbro does not. Farhoth scanning crew. Good call, man. Vespa, anyone?
Vespa, anyone?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Oh, thank you. I know you guys were loving our April Fool's gags. I'm still a big fan of the role-playing game Bantha or back to tank shorts we came up with. I still think that was a novel idea, you know?
Absolutely.
You know? I actually sent that to a couple of Hasbro people. They loved it. They loved it. HasLab Death Star would be a minimum $599.99.
Yeah, minimum.
Yeah, and I agree. It's just if that's the minimum, what's the max? And do a payment plan.
Yeah.
They should offer some kind of payment plan on some of these. Like, let somebody, over a year, put this thing on layaway before it gets produced. If something like that were to happen, I think they should offer that with all HasLabs, to be honest. Little Pookie! What's up, buddy? Super late to the party. Hope it's been a great stream. Thanks for posting the reveals today. About to watch
Bad Batch?
Bad Batch new video. There's a Bad Batch new video, apparently. Nice, buddy. Someone hinted we might be getting Revan soon. Can't remember who. Yeah, again, they promised him. They haven't said otherwise, so. We need Squidhead.
Yes.
Such an iconic character, right? And people have talked about it, that they could use some of that, at least his hands and head to do some other Corran species figures from the Book of Boba Fett and whatever else. Oh, Anthony Mackin. Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. People have talked about this. People would love to see it.
Yep.
So what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 12 giveaways. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 14. We got 2 more giveaways.
All right.
2 more.
Great display. Thank you, Big Obi-Wan. Do you have any open? Yes, I do have loose figures. Let me bring some.
What was Chad asking? Oh. Yeah, Chad, Augustine is in our camp of 1 to open, 1 to display. Nice. I got him up there hanging out. Awesome.
Well, I took some from my host.
Don't mind my dirty room. I don't know if it's going to be able to turn all the way. Oh.
Nope. Yeah. There it is.
Can I go this? Oh, I can't turn any more that way.
The shuttle, that's another one.
Yeah, I've had that one since that's the FAO Schwartz one. I think I got it not too much, maybe a year or so after. Then there's some of my my Hot Toys. you know. And then I
You have the up there with you have the Wamba up there with next to the solar.
which one? Oh, do I have the Wampa? I don't have the Wampa out. I should. Oh man, I have that Wampa somewhere. I gotta find it.
It's
Mark
an
Wagner
amazing
sent me
thing.
one. Is that's the Force Link one?
Yep.
Yes, I have that somewhere. I should put it up there. Good idea.
Yep. Which, by the way, I have two, and they're yellowing, both of them in different areas. But it's cool, anyways.
Nice, Chad. I had an epic unboxing today. That was the one thing. Look at that. It's so cool, Augustine. I forgot about the Han Tauntaun. Yeah, man. I got him up there, and I got my Luke. My Luke one's in the cabinet behind me here, since he's in TVC. But oh, there's all my messy unboxings. Oh, there's the giveaways.
Oops.
This camera is hilarious. There we go. Yeah, vehicles. Someone was asking about vehicles. Yeah, vehicles. I'm having a hard time getting some of the older vehicles. Too expensive. I hear you, man. I know, Augustine, you got an AT-AT recently.
Yes.
You bought it loose.
I'm from Argentina, yes.
I might open my
I got it loose.
I might open my Empire Strikes Back TVC one.
It's an amazing piece.
I didn't buy a lot of those. I wasn't a vehicle guy for a long time. I didn't have the space. I did buy a couple like the Shuttle and Slave One. But I was really just trying back in the day to focus on just the figures and what I at that time could afford. And looking back at it, I do wish I grabbed the
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's easy to say now.
Yeah, good question here. I'm reorganizing everything to make more room. So I'm trying to put everything together and kind of have some figures behind some other figures so I could fit as much in there as possible. Oh, wow. Look at this comment. I got the barge yesterday.
Oh, congratulations.
Congrats, Anthony. You know what? I think that deserves a giveaway.
Yeah.
Contact me, please, or Augustine, and we'll get a hold of us. But I would like to add something to your barge. So please contact us. We will get something in that barge for you. All right. Anthony McCann. Please hit us up, okay? So I will say I want to give a shout out to Dick Myrtle. Great collector, great guy. I forgot. I think he might be at a wedding today or somewhere, but he sent me a piece I needed. It wasn't the same exact color, but he sent me a new canopy hinge.
Oh,
I'm gonna install it momentarily. I'll always be on a hunt for the proper colored one and just for the proper TVC one because that's my OCD tick. But he sent me one. I got to put it in. It again. Just speaking to the 20,000 people that we've met through Facebook group, that we've met on Instagram, that we've met on socials. Like, I used to be a very alone collector. Like, I knew a couple people I had bumped to in town years ago that I used to, as we all probably do, bump into the same person over and over at the Star Wars aisle. You start talking to them, and every now and then you gain a friendship. And back in the Rebel Scum days where I was a Rebel Scum member, I never really tried to connect with anyone on there. And I will say, joining all these different social groups has created a group of friends and some friendships I never thought I would create, and it's just blown me away.
It's amazing, actually. From
And
there to 20,000 members, and it's crazy.
it's crazy. And I know I've mentioned this, but when I created the group, you had to create it with a friend. And my best friend, Blake, who we've mentioned before, he's a big toy collector too. Not as big as some of us, but he loves a lot of the stuff from our childhood, like the Dick Tracy line, Ninja Turtles. He has every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and again, that's right in my wheelhouse. You know, we were like 9 or 10 years old when that all came out. But anyway, I was like, hey, I want to create this group and focus on TVC and talk about it. The barge was just announced. Will you join it with me? Because that's the only way I can create it. He was like, of course. So shout out to him, always supporting me our whole life. And, you know, I will say, you know, I talk to him every now and then, and he's just like, I'm just blown away by the amount of just
Exactly.
decent, good people that I see in your group, talking to each other, helping each other, just being there for each other. So it's
It's an amazing community. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. And one of the questions we had, right, for the Republic Trooper, I think it was a Republic Trooper, I forget, but anyway, it was, hey, tell me what Star Wars means to you. What is its meaning to you? And we got like 64 responses. And I swear on my mother's grave, I was downstairs this morning, like tearing up reading some of the comments, because there was a very similar theme through a lot of them, right? That, you know, it brings me back to a safe, warm time in my life as a child when my parents took us to see the movie. And, you know, now this parent has passed away, or my mom still buys me figures. I know Corey had mentioned a story recently about his mom still bringing him figures. And that's what my mom used to do. You know, she would just come randomly and be like, hey, I saw this at Walmart, thought you might want it. And then, you know, just people, you know, talking about what the movie meant to them. And that was for me what brought me back into this, not just the stuff from our childhood and playing with our brothers and cousins and sisters and all of that stuff. But like for me, and I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant here. For me, it was my escape. My family wasn't as big into it. And when the special editions came out, and I was at a very impressionable age, I was like 16-ish years old, and I just got sucked in. And Luke's whole story, right? And one of the comments really got to me. It was like, you're at a time in your life where sometimes you feel like you're nothing, or that you want to belong, or you feel like you're meant for more, and it gives you that hope, right? And then it gives you that, and then that just the hero's journey, and just you know, his hope and love and belief that his father still had good in him, and that unconditional love. And for me, it was also that, like, it's okay to not always listen to your teacher, and maybe go with your gut, or go with your heart.
Yeah.
And that to me was Luke. Luke kind of defied some things, but he was very selfless, put people first. Good things will happen to you in that sense. And the people that you bring in and that you help and you support will help you when you are down. Right. And that's the whole thing with Mando and Luke kind of follow that pattern. Right. And to me, they mean everything to me right now. So that's, I feel like when you meet people who know that, and that Star Wars, and that's what
then you connect. It's
you connect with
maybe
that. So I was looking for an answer that was a little more than just, it's the toys I grew up with and it brings me to, it's like, what about, like, it's that story that sucked you in as well, you know, that we all I think battle with internally, of, you know, keeping hope and care and compassion. So
Yeah,
it's good
totally agree.
stuff, man. I'm diving deep. Not even drinking. Shout out to Dick. Yes. What's this one here, Fest? I've gotten my youngest so into collecting that I've created a monster. Oh boy. There you go, man. I will say the Mandalorian brought my little one, my 9-year-old, into Star Wars. I'm pretty thankful. And I know your daughters get into it when you guys go to, and your wife, right? When you guys go to for Halloween and all sorts.
Yeah, they are kind of into, and not only, I mean, not particularly Star Wars, more into Stranger Things, but they do collect a few things.
Yeah.
Pops.
Yep.
A couple of NECA figures.
Nice.
But it's cool. I mean, it's cool to be able to share, something like this. It's amazing. For me, it's amazing.
I told Steve in the live stream we did, I was like, thank you for the barge, because my daughter got into like Star Wars toys because of that. And then, I want to thank Favreau for Mando and Grogu. It's just
absolutely.
It's huge. Mark Maury has a great question here. John and Augustine, thoughts on doing a Facebook TVC meetup convention now that we are 20K strong?
It'd be great.
Florida would be the perfect place to do it.
Wow.
You're on to something, Mark. We might have to hold you and Augustine accountable for this, being our Florida ambassadors there. Star Wars related Disney parks, etc. I'm down. I am so down.
It'd be awesome.
I know Orlando got pretty flooded some areas too, huh? It's a pretty low lying area. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I heard that was pretty devastated by flooding too. Good stuff. Yeah, Mark. Let's keep that thought marinating, please. Thanks, Festlove. Hit us up. We'd like to give you a giveaway as well. Again, this group, it's a stand-up group of people. I will say, obviously, we try to promote a positive, healthy, safe place. And I know some people want to share their emotional, stressed out frustration for Hasbro feelings at times. And by all means, we want you to do that, but we want you to do it in a constructive,
correct
way. That's, again, if, treat everyone like you want to be treated, or how you treat your family, your loved ones, whatever. And let's give our opinions in a
correct. And that has nothing to do with us getting anything from Hasbro. We don't get a box with anything, nothing.
Correct. Sam from the Hasbro team at one point donated a Luke 3-pack, which was awesome, and we gave that away to a deserving person of the group. But yeah, Festlove, please, my friend, contact Augustine or I, and we will hook you up with a giveaway for tonight. All we ask, guys, is that you throw a few bucks in for some shipping. That will help.
We have an interesting question here.
Okay.
How's a fella get to join this call? If he wants to join, just to say hi, he's invited.
Corey, I'm gonna send you.
We will get there. I mean, that would be the perfect, a great ending.
Sending you the link now. Where I sent it to you, Augustine. I just got to go down to it. Hold on. This is huge. He's definitely had a few drinks in him. Oh, I should send it. Yeah. All right. This is a rare moment. This is a rare moment.
Let's give in a few minutes.
Yeah, hopefully he gets in there. Be great to have Corey on to say hello.
And Lando, if he's around, I don't know.
Yeah, I sent it to both. The IC started as a small group, T2C group. Oh, I meant to say this real quick. I meant to finish this. You've completed your training. Thank you, my master. Thank you. Oh boy. We gotta wait till he gets his video on. Yes.
Happening. Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Well.
All right, nice. I'm glad I was able to actually join. You guys went long enough, and I was able to step away from the group and say hi.
Awesome, man. So happy to have you on.
Great to have you
I'm
here.
getting a lag.
Are you getting?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, your video stopped. Yeah. See, maybe if
Now it's okay. Now it's
there you
working.
go. Yeah. What's up, man?
A lot going on today. Missed the whole live stream, but I've been trying to catch up on some alerts popping up, and then you guys, of course, letting me know what's going on. I can't hear you guys though.
You can't
Nope.
hear us?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Oh, nice. So you were able to catch up on everything. What was your take? What's your take on PulseCon 2022?
I wanted probably a little more out of it. I feel like we kind of knew everything that was coming.
Yeah.
Hunter, I don't think we knew about. I personally wanted some of the retro collection, the next 6-pack, to get announced for a pre-order. We've heard about that for a while now, and that didn't happen yet.
No.
I know. I don't know. I kind of share your sentiments on the indie line. 3 3/4 super articulated would have been really nice, but it is what it is.
I wonder if there's a possibility if enough voices ask if they'll eventually do something like that, but I don't know.
I'm having a bad connection.
Oh no.
We're losing you.
Try to rejoin.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, why don't you come back on? I wonder if let me message him real quick.
I'm going to drop off and try and join a different way.
Please do. I'm sorry. I wanted to go back to the message. I forget if that was the one I clicked on. I'm going to remove him. Oh. Well, we'll leave. I'm really divided in collecting. Oh, I really dived into collecting at my lowest point. And it has really helped me in my own life.
That's awesome.
Nice. Thanks, PVC Mackin. Hey, Corey, your camera's just a little... There it goes.
There we go. All right. That's better.
Nice, man. You on your computer now?
Yeah. The phone just wasn't cutting.
There you go. So you were talking about the Indiana Jones stuff, and you agreed with
Yeah.
us.
I don't know. I kind of align with everything you guys said.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to collect all 25 of those. That's or 20 plus. Jason. I don't know if you caught any of the part where Jason was on.
Yeah.
Did you?
I caught a little bit. I was
Yeah.
listening to it. I would sneak a peek once in a while, but I don't want
Yeah.
to be too rude around the company that I have over.
Yeah, why does Corey have an AirPod in his ear? Well, it's just helps me hear the room. I mean, it's a little hard to hear.
Exactly.
But yeah, he was saying there's going to be some waves of indie that are like mixed movie figures, not just all themed, and more artifact building stuff as well. So
Yeah, and some from the new movie.
and some from the new movie, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I think we agree obviously with the PulseCon reveals, and we just got a lot of images of stuff. It's like, ugh. I wanted to see one new Jabba denizen. You know, that would have made my PulseCon.
Yeah.
Just one. And you know, like we were just talking, it's teeing something up. They're gonna give us 5 repacks. 5, right? Yeah, 5
Yep.
5 alien
With the
5
Hauser, yes.
and then with Hauser, yep, 6.
6
Yeah.
with the Hauser. Yes.
Yeah, so
I imagine Vader's probably going to be mostly retooled.
yeah, this guy here, right?
Yep. So neck up, we'll get something different.
And yeah, he'll probably have like a stumpy arm and
Or something.
stumpy wired arm, and I'm excited for that. That film out's going to be awesome. And
Hey, I'm getting like triple and quadruple audio feedback. I don't know why. It's probably my computer.
if you go to the settings on StreamYard, you can probably switch around your settings for your audio input, your mic and speakers. That might help you. Might help you.
All right. Well, while I was here, 20,000 members, awesome number to reach. I wanted to contribute something myself as well, and you can't have a giveaway without entering some 1.0 giveaways. I mean, it can't all be 2.0. So I got, probably a lot of people have this one already, but I'd like to add it. It's unpunched. Probably a lot of people have this one already. It's not the best condition. If you want to rip it open, that's totally cool. There's a little bit of crease going on here, but it would display very nice in a star case.
Awesome.
So I'd like to add this to whatever you guys are giving away. Put it in the pool.
All right.
It's
Thank you.
it's not offerless. The sticker has been removed.
You got it.
It's not offerless. And then I got also a wedge, unpunched, offer sticker removed. I got also a wedge. It is the second version with the close-up pig. But go ahead, find 2 more people, I guess. Add it to the goodie box, and
Awesome.
should make someone happy. This one actually looks pretty mint. I don't see anything wrong with this one, other than I removed the sticker at one time. If you care about that. This one actually looks pretty mint. I don't see anything wrong with this one, other than I removed the sticker at one time. So a little bit of 1.0.
The feedback like hit us pretty hard. There you go.
You can't get this.
There you go.
I turned my volume all the way down, so now I can't hear anything.
Oh no! You couldn't connect your AirPod?
I turned my volume all the way down. No, it's with my phone. Let's see. Maybe I can.
Couldn't connect your AirPod?
Let me try.
But dude, those are awesome giveaways.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry about that.
Garindan, Anthony McCann. What about Garindan? Garindan, right? I love that one. Garindan, Anthony McCann. What about Garindan?
Yeah, Tim's always asking for an updated Garindin too. Oh,
Yeah, I
Rocket
guess I'm
City
just too
Sith.
green at this. I don't know how to make it better.
No, man, it's great to have you on. I know it's just you're usually if you set your speakers to your AirPod and then your mics to your actual computer microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, or if you have wired headphones, just plug them in. But those, yeah, I would. I still wish I had a nice little stockpile of 1.0. I used to have quite a few, and I've used a few for kit bashing, and making customs. But it's awesome to throw in a couple 1.0, Corey. Thank you. There you go.
It's been fixed.
I don't hear any feedback, but now you're frozen.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah. Back and no feedback.
All right, nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so. Oh. I got like a 6-second delay going on here, but I guess it's better than feedback.
Cool. Thanks, Don. Thank you again for the giveaway. Very kind of you. So yeah, what else? How else did you feel about everything, Corey? The Tusken Warrior, the bunker. Any thoughts on all that stuff? Do you know any thoughts on what the bunker?
It would have been nice to see the Tusken Warrior carded. I'm always eager to see the card. Look what the artwork looks like. It was interesting to see the Andor card today with the actual logo of the show.
Good call.
Is that the second time we've seen that now? There was a game version.
A game version? What do you mean?
Well, there was a Gaming Grades that had the logo with it was very unique, I think. Don't you have it?
This one?
No, not that one.
What do you mean by logo? Like,
the title card.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you mean like because the Andor one was kind of like worn?
Yeah.
And I don't know if we got a Gaming Greats one that looks like that.
It was like a Jedi Fallen Order something. It had like a silhouette of a person in the title card.
Oh yes. Don't know if I have that one up here. Crap. Am I showing my butt? I'm showing my butt crack. I know which one you're talking about. I don't think I have it up here. But yeah, I thought that looked awesome. How they kind of replicated the actual movie logo.
The movie logo.
Because they've done that with. Did they do that? Is this kind of Boba Fett one's kind of?
Oh, you're right.
Kind of like that, right?
Yep.
But the Andor one's definitely much more of a the worn look, like actual look. Yeah, good call there. I forgot about that. And yeah, Emily kind of like, I think Emily pointed it out. Like,
yeah, you did say something.
And it's different too, right? There's two different Andor logos. There's like with the O disappearing amongst the rest, and I think they did the they did the Rebellion logo.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, man, good call. Hopefully we see some a couple more figures from that. Hopefully Lutheran and some of the good stuff they got from the Black Series. I gotta get rid of this comment. But yeah, let's find some more giveaway people here. We're kind of shooting from the hip here, and like we like a comment or a question or anything. We're giving stuff away here. I know we're starting to lose some people here. I wonder if you have any TVC question. You're good with the questions, but I think a lot of the people here. Again, guys, ask us a few questions. Happy to answer them or talk about them as a group, and you could win a giveaway. I know. Oh yeah, what did you think about the bit set, Corey? Oh, there you go.
The which set?
Sorry, the modal nodes.
Oh, good to have. Good to have. I would have liked something on a card expression for something like that. I'm not the biggest fan of those 6-packs. I guess they're nice when you're looking to troop build, but I would have liked something unique, different artwork. I love the artwork. I love the carded expression. I probably would have enjoyed something like that a little bit better, but I understand the decision to do that.
Yeah, it's like the rescue set got the more creative packaging and
nothing for the other one.
Nothing for that. This comment here. Emily hinted at Return of the Jedi Jabba earlier in the year around the time the Throne playset was announced. I'm not sure where she hinted at that. I know at our Q&A we had with her when we brought it up, I thought her response was pretty open-ended on him.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember when I'm trying to remember what else she had said about Return of the Jedi, Jabba and the Throne. I think she basically said something like, "We know fans want him, and he's important to the classic look and line." But do you guys recall any of that?
No.
No. I remember asking them at Anaheim Celebration about it, and they didn't deny it would be coming out, but
yeah.
No Ula, Mula.
No Ula, no Mula. We got an indie question here, or indie comment here. Strange how the retro Indiana Jones figure doesn't have a sticker or fake card damage. Oh, great point there, Collins Collection. And you know what? I think for that observation, I know it might be Indiana Jones, but it's all part of this live stream. We're gonna do our last giveaway here for that comment. So Colin, hit me up, hit Augustine up. We got a giveaway for you. We got 2 more from Corey. We're gonna find some good Star Wars questions, comments for those ones. So Collins Collection, hit me up. Yeah, right. What's up with that? That's interesting.
Do you think that's going to come unpunched too? I think the promo, even for a Marvel retro, the promo pics are always punched, but they come unpunched.
Yep.
Let me share. I have Jason's picture up, and it is punched in the photo, but we all know that.
Yeah. My guess is that it's going to be unpunched.
This is an actual carded figure because there's a pamphlet. There's something in there, and you can tell this is not rendered like the Hunter photo.
I don't know. The figure might be, but the card?
Yeah.
Are you guys getting that?
I ordered from Amazon today. Now, John, I think I heard you say that you didn't collect these, or maybe it was Jason that said he didn't collect these.
What about you, Augustine? Did you pick
No.
any of these up?
Nope.
Yeah,
Just like Jason, I have no recollection of seeing these on the pegs ever. I knew of their existence, but I think I knew about it much later on.
Yeah, and I had a, obviously we had figures bought for us, but we also got a lot of figures from my older cousin. Never got any Indiana Jones figures ever. It was all G.I. Joe and Star Wars. So, yeah, I ordered a couple from Hasbro Pulse just because I was on there buying $800 worth of items. So, I don't think it was that much. But,
Expensive day.
yeah. I ordered, and I haven't ordered any of the 6-inch yet, but
I haven't either.
what's that?
I haven't ordered 6-inch either.
The Indie's going to be hard. Oh,
Yeah.
The Stafford Raw looks kind of interesting. It glows pretty nicely. I've been eyeballing the one on Shop Disney, which I think might be sold out right now. Looks a little more authentic. You know, it's got like some form of metal. The Hasbro one looks more like plastic. So I don't know. We'll see which one I ultimately go with.
yeah, they were interesting. We talked a little bit about the Idol too, and how Jason was like, "Well, Shop Disney has it, so why would Hasbro?"
They've been out for a while though.
I recall now after I said that like we've talked about this, and I think you brought it up that there's some cool. I remember a conversation where we're like, "Hey, there's some cool stuff out there right now if you guys are interested." But yeah, it's kind of it's a shame they don't have a 3 3/4-inch line, but
Yeah.
I get it. They want to do something different. They want to sell more plastic. Blah blah blah. Oh, we got it here. Okay, all right, Collins. We'll oh, it's Colin's collection. I can't read. Thank you, my friend. We'll do that. Oh, Chad remembered them. I love this indie figure as a child. Chad, did yours have a broken thumb? Did the thumb rip off? Didn't A New Hope Han have that issue too?
One of them did.
Yeah, I've seen a few. Like, this looks weird. Oh, the thumb's like
I think GI Joes tend to break more in the thumb because it was a little less flexible plastic.
Okay. Make sure you. Here's a good comment here. Now we need a new George Lucas Stormtrooper, preferably unpunched. So right, the black series.
I like my yellow George Lucas Stormtrooper.
Exactly. After one of you guys said that, I like dug mine out. I was like, oh no, he's off white. He's getting yellow. No.
Yeah, it's not yellow, but yeah, it's fading there.
It's off. Yeah, it's off white. Yeah. Well, I think we should give little Pookie a little something for that comment. It's a worthy comment about the creator. So we'll put him down for the last of my giveaways. So guys, ask a couple more questions, please. We'll pick out the good ones.
John, Corey, I gotta go.
Okay.
I need to pick my daughter up. That's the call that I received.
Okay, my friend.
All right, Augustine.
Good to see you.
Great job, man.
Congrats on the 20K again to you and to all of us.
Yes.
The community. Keep it going.
Thank you, Augustine.
Keep growing.
You're a great member. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Have a good one. Have a good night, sir.
Thanks. You too. Bye.
And I'm trying to think here. We also talked about. Did you mention to us what you thought maybe some bunker figure pack-ins would be?
It'd be nice to get an R2, with the Power of the Force deck artwork done. Maybe an extension arm. That would be like the great time, right? Because that was always, lightsaber pop-up R2 in the bunker area. So maybe right now would be a good way to correct that.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah,
I mean, we
that's
just got an R2 though, so it maybe
Yeah.
not likely.
Yeah, that's a great thought. We didn't think about that. Yeah, hit me up and we can do a few more giveaways in the group. Oh, Pookie. So yeah, no issues there. But yeah, I think we were talking some kind of Imperial commander or a Rebel commando, something else to put in there that a Rebel commando probably wouldn't happen unless it's the repack of
Another Ewok would be great.
another Ewok.
Yeah. What was the Ewok that took over the speeder bike? I don't remember the name of that one. If it was, did we already get that one?
I don't know if that's
That wasn't Pat Blue. Oh no, it was in the Black Series recently, right?
Yeah, that was Pat Blue.
Pat Blue. Okay, so we already got that.
I think that was Pat Blue. Yeah, correct us guys if we're wrong.
I don't know, any kind of Ewok thrown in, I'll welcome that. It doesn't necessarily have to be in that scene, but I will take it.
Yeah, that would be great. There's still plenty of them to do. Yeah, thanks, Mark. Yeah, Mark's on, man. Always mention Mark. Mark has an amazing collection. Obviously, Chad has amazing collection too. Obviously you, Mark and Corey and Chad, you guys have all helped me in the past. Help either round out my collection or help with anything I need. I've always greatly appreciated that. What do we got here, Chet? So how many TVC figure releases do you think we'll get in 2023? Maybe an epic number and maybe the return of vehicles. Forget. Lando has a number.
Yeah, we just did a tally on it, right? For at least 2.0 number.
Yeah, I think he had a number around 50 or 60, wasn't it? Including, all the repacks and all of that. But, I mean, I know people got worried with the amount Hasbro was quiet for what? What were they quiet for? Like a month? And, they were just, obviously while they're giving us more,
I thought the quietness was because of today.
Yeah.
Or at least I was hoping.
Right. But, they also had 2 more conventions this year than they've been used to the last 2 years, right? With Celebration and San Diego Comic-Con. It used to be worse when they would be going to, like, all these little, I almost said festivals, conventions, whether they were going to Mexico, whether they were going to, where did they go to, like, Italy, Germany, and they haven't done as many of those. We used to only get like 2 or 3 announcements. So I think they're just at the point where they're kind of exhausting what they have to reveal until they really, again, they don't want to show us a bunch of pictures. They want to show us stuff. So, and I don't know what that means for a lot of the manufacturing and supply chain stuff going on. Like, I hope there's not some kind of bottleneck.
Is Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con a week from today?
Yeah, it's usually the first or second week of October. So I'm curious.
I hope they're saving something.
I'm curious if they're even going to it. I don't
think they are.
I don't think they've announced anything. And years past, like we were talking, it was only they didn't have a booth, and they would just do a panel. So, anyways, my friend,
I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix my audio because I'm still hearing you 3 times in my ears.
It's all good. We're probably gonna end the night pretty soon,
That's fine.
anyways. And dude, we greatly appreciate you being on. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad I can join, and thanks for having me on.
And I know you got those 2 giveaways, so we'll mix them into,
Yeah, if we want to do something, just a separate question in the group.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Let's do that. Why don't you come up with a couple things and offer those up? I'll take a look at my stash if I have any 1.0 left, too. But again, thanks for coming on. I know you're not always a big fan of this type of stuff, so it's nice to see your mug.
Well, you're right. I did have a few drinks, so that makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Let me go to the 1.0 bin and see what I can find. So
nice. Well, nice, man. Hey,
happy to join, John. Thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely.
Always a pleasure. Good talking to you.
You've always been a huge contributor in the group. Again, lucky. I'm thankful to have met you and many others, but first and foremost, you, Lando, Augustine, and so many other great people, like many of the people in this chat as well on this.
Got a good group, a lot of good members.
So, like we said, we've worked hard to make it a fun, happy, safe place, and I think that's why it's a good place. And we've gotten some heat over trying to ensure that stays that way. And again, we want people to be respectful and treat each other with respect and dignity. So it's been great. I can't believe we've known each other for almost 5 years, and I do look forward to meeting you someday in the real world.
Yep.
And that will happen. It's just got to be the right time and place.
Well, my memory of kind of touching base with you. And,
please share it.
Was I'd reached out. I was new to the group, kind of new to Facebook. Actually, I wrote off Facebook, and then I learned about groups. And so I'm kind of a car guy and a Star Wars guy, and what are these groups, And hey, people are talking about hobbies that I like. It's kind of not talking about politics and all that stuff. So it's just nice. And I'd reached out. You'd started the group probably, 6-9 months before I finally found it. Perfect timing. And I mentioned something about Unpunched, and you were a little bit intrigued by that. Yeah. And I didn't really know anyone else. No one in my area is really into Star Wars Vintage Collection alone. And I reached out to you and Lando saying, hey, I got this guy down in San Diego about an hour away from me that has a Comic-Con Death Star set. He's not willing to open it. Am I stupid to buy this thing sealed? And you got on the line with me and talked with me the whole drive down there. And it was cool to have someone kind of on your shoulder, a wingman, while I was going down there. And so I really appreciated that. And it turned out to be an excellent deal. It was all legit and all mint. And it was a great price at the time. I saw one going for $3,000 at Celebration. Lando and I were kind of eyeing it, and by the third day it was sold. Couldn't believe someone bought it, but awesome. I'm happy at the price I got it for. Very happy. So, anyways,
that's a great memory.
You and I kind of met up around then, and we started talking a lot. So
yeah,
it was early in the group.
Yeah, we were geeking out, right? I think what really set us apart as well is like the group is known for the hardcore TVC. What am I trying to say here? All the collection nuances. You want to know about all the unpunched. You want to know how many different variants this figure came out with, how many different times it was. What do you call it? How many different variants or errors it had.
Yep.
All of that stuff, a lot of that stemmed from the group and the information that we were sharing. And I think people really appreciate that. And it's funny that you bring up that story because I forgot about it. But now that you're talking about it, it's like the other day I remember us talking about that. And I think that's something that's set us apart as well as and many other community members in the group is like, we take the time out to do things to help people to
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. It was helpful. One, it was an hour and a half drive down there, and just kind of, I don't know if we were talking or just texting, but it made the trip go by super quick. Made me feel better about it, and it was a good experience.
Awesome, brother. Great to hear those memories, and we would love to talk about more of that type of stuff, because I forget, like with Augustine, I was going to mention today, we talked about it a little bit, but I first met him through a trade.
Yep.
So I was looking for a mint version of the San Diego Comic-Con 6-inch Boba Fett, right? What was it? Was it the one with the
it was the Kenner colors.
Kenner colors. Yeah.
Star Wars card, foil card.
So yeah, I know you helped me with one, but I think there might have been some minor issues with it or whatever. I forget.
I can't remember.
But he had a mint one, and I threw up an offer for 4 Imperial Death Troopers for one of those, and he hit me up that he had one. I was like, how do you have more than one, man? And he was like,
wait, Augustine?
Yeah.
And that was your first contact?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to confirm with him, but I'm pretty sure that's how we met. And then we just got talking, like you're saying, and I was like, how do you have more than one of these? And he's like, oh, well, I went to San Diego Comic-Con, and I have friends and this and that. And then we just started talking, and one thing led to another, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be at New York Comic-Con. Or I might have mentioned it, and he reached out to me, hey, I'm going to be at New York Comic-Con. I'd love to meet you. So that's where we met, and we sat in line
I remember that.
for an hour.
I remember you telling me that.
And then, we were talking about at one point, you and I and Lando, about getting another admin. And I was like, I think I got a guy. He's a good dude, and I've actually met him. So
great addition.
Yeah, it's just it's funny how things work out and how we meet each other. And I agree with you. Facebook for me, and we've talked about this, I'm not one of those, that goes to their activity feed and looks at their activity. I barely look at that. I go to my groups, and it's not just Star Wars, right? And we've talked about that, how you've enjoyed some what's your car? Your 4Runner?
Forerunner, Mustang.
Yeah, your 4Runner, your Mustang, like that. There's a reason why Facebook has commercials on about the groups, because it is a pretty cool hangout.
Well, it's interesting because like with the whole Facebook and social thing, I didn't want to use my personal profile, so I created a new one, and that's where I entered with the groups, and it was a fake name, and someone reported me, and Facebook kind of demanded I show a gas bill or something because they didn't believe my name was written. It was a made-up name, so I was like, fine, I don't care. I'll just do 2 profiles with my name, so be it.
Too funny. But yeah, man, it's funny. My Bronco dealer, I think I mentioned to you guys, started talking to him about some of my collection. He was like, oh my God, I have a bunch of figures from when I was a child. And he brought up some Shadows of the Empire and some other newer stuff. And he joined the group, and now he's buying,
all right.
Yeah, now he's buying TVC figures. He's like, what rabbit hole in hell did you bring me into? And I was like, yes. So, and it's created a nice little connection with me and him. Before I would just be like, hey, what's up with my order? Now it's like, hey, what's going on? How are things? He was talking to me today about PulseCon and the whole lowdown. So I was telling him how it all worked. But anyways, it's a great thing to connect with people that have similar interests. And we've just met so many solid people. It's actually amazing how many solid people we've met. So awesome, dude.
All right, man. I'm going to bail because I got your voice 5 times. And I'm trying to figure out which one is the delayed one. So I hope I'm looking through the comments. I could see that I was spiking killing people's ears a while ago. So I apologize. John, this is the first time I've ever jumped on one. So I'm doing something wrong.
So
but maybe next time I'll be better.
next time we do
We'll do a run through.
Yes. Absolutely, brother. Well, great having you on. I appreciate you joining. Thank you all for sticking with us for 3.5 hours. So thank you all. Have a great night, and thanks for hanging out with us.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
See ya.
Have a good one. Good night.
Night.